Keith. Nate. Joey. Unpaid. Man, I hope that's the right chat. Oh.
Honk, honk. Honk, honk.
Welcome back, everybody, to episode, I'm totally blanking on a number, of the Unpaid and Underrated Podcast, a podcast by crew, for crew, mocked by crew, called out by crew, and loved, apparently today, by crew. Let's jump into what we normally talk about. What are you guys drinking?
Oh, just whatever water stuck in the strong and silly pint from 2 years ago.
You'll never get it out.
I just keep refilling the can with tap water. You know, it just
Hose water.
Yeah, hose
You
water.
don't use tap water.
Huh.
We used to be a proper country.
I just got some, good old high quality H2O.
Me, I've got I got a beer. I've got some root beer, PC sparkling water. I'm prepared for the night. I've got ammonia still in my nose.
Wait, who's talking? Because I know you're Joey and I'm Keith, but we never told people that.
Do we do that? Is that a thing we do every episode?
We're also joined by Scott's because his name is Scott Space S. And
Scott's. There's so many Scotts.
With everyone that knows my vision's going, that just looks like Scott's from here, and I'm just like trying to piece it together. Yeah, that's Scott's. We got Mr.
Yeah.
Scott's.
We've got a bunch of Scotts. Yeah, it's a good point. We probably should have done that. I'm just too excited. Again, great hit of ammonia 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. I am losing it right now. So was that it? Was that
Yeah,
is that what I forgot? Thank you.
So far.
I am wearing the Massonomics shirt that is falling apart.
Lame.
Yeah,
Boring.
I know. Carol streams ahead of me on this
Oh,
one.
that's right. You literally don't have it. I was giving you shit.
I don't have it. No, I don't have it.
That's funny. I'm rocking the new Massonomics and Unpaid and Underrated collab shirt that dropped today. We'll get into that a little bit later, but yeah, it is a comfort color black shirt, so you can't go wrong with it. But we'll get into a little backstory and lore about it here in the next 20 minutes or so. But just get through the general topics, and then we'll tease you a little bit there.
Yep. We'll get through the announcements first. We'll do half an hour of announcements, then we'll get into the title topics, right?
Yep.
That's what we do.
What are you wearing over there, Scott's?
I am wearing the Bench Heavy shirt.
It's a good one.
Good one.
Even though I don't bench heavy, but heavy's a feeling.
I do,
right?
I do think you're strongman pretty heavy, but we'll talk about that later when we get the guest on.
Okay. So updates from the week. I did not get to watch Katie's thing yet, but I will because I love Katie. So I definitely want to make sure I view that when I get a chance.
I did watch it, but I might have to unfollow the Instagram that she has because, it says no parking zone, and she fucking parks in. Well, okay, caveat: her husband parks in it, but it's a 2-stall garage. It looks more like a 1.5-stall garage, honestly. But his car squeaks right in beside the rack. But I don't know if I've just never noticed the car in the background or what. But yeah, it definitely is a car.
Well, there's no parking for you. There's only parking for one car.
I guess that makes sense.
Well, Keith, it's good that you call it the no wine cellar, but I'm hearing an awful lot of whining over there.
I'm upstairs. The image on the screen dictates I am in the basement, but I am in the bedroom, so I don't technically. But then again, is the garage the no wine cellar? I don't know. But yes, you touche, fucker.
Touche.
But no, good video. The boys always hit it out of the park. It's always fun seeing our friends on there. The episodes where it's new people that I don't know, it's just kind of oh yeah, cool, it's a gym. But then when it's your friends that you've known for 3 years, it's oh, that's fucking awesome. I've seen her gym on Instagram for literally 3 or 4 years, and now it's seeing weird corners you don't see on Instagram and shit like that. It was kind of nifty. So good video. Go check that out if you haven't.
Yeah. So follow up. I did go to Cam's house on Saturday. Me and Big Steve and Big Anastasia, both crew members, went and we essentially did as many of the events from Lift Hard, Live Easy as we could at whatever weights we could. I won't give you all of their results because that's not my job to do. I will say that I did
Just
not hit a lot of the weights that I thought I would. My press is severely underrated because of my, or sorry, unpaid
yes, I don't
because
know what
of
underrated means.
yeah, just the pain in my arm just made it. I got the 70-pound circus dumbbell, could not
Oh,
get the
nice.
85. I did get the 35s up on the tsunami bar. I didn't get a chance to try the 45s, and then did get the 115 log, I think is what it is, empty. And then not realizing he set it to 130, I failed that miserably as well.
Well, if your
Um,
elbows are fucked, that's justifiable.
yeah, I can barely extend my arm straight as it is, but like I wasn't not gonna try.
Well, you're not
So that
pretending then, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Well, you're
I am pretending that my arm actually extends. Um, so then after that, we did what did we do? I think we went into max deadlift.
yeah, I saw you did a
Uh,
decent pull there.
that was 405, and I haven't pulled off the ground more than twice in the past couple of months, and I definitely have not lifted over 400 pounds in a year, and that went up pretty
Yeah,
damn
yeah,
easy.
yeah. It wasn't hard.
No,
Was that spaced out? I was spaced out a little bit, or was it just a deadlift bar? I can't remember.
it was the Bells of Steel deadlift bar actually. And what we did was we
As
kind of
as poorly reviewed on Gym Radar by many.
yeah. You can go ahead and read my review on Gym Radar. It is what it is. But what we did was, in order to kind of meet the mammoth bar, we just slid the weights out, and we did use other Big Tanner's Husker locks as well. I got to experience those for the first time. Um,
Oh, I hadn't told you he is on the count. He's going to be our last guest before Home Gym Con, FYI,
yeah,
if you weren't aware of
yes,
that.
yeah, no, I am aware of that. Him and I have been talking actually,
Same.
and so yeah, that 405 went up pretty easily, and it was one of those things that scared me how easy it went up because I haven't lifted anything like that in a very long time. Especially with all of my other lifts kind of going down. I was worried my deadlift was going down. I think I might be pushing for a 500-pound deadlift in the next year.
Good.
I think that might. I
Chase
think that
something in your old age. I wasn't
yeah.
sure, like when you said scared, like you're still confused of why you use that terminology. Like, but I get so you're excited, you were happy.
Like it goes
Saying
up,
scared, I didn't understand
and you
still.
can see in the video, I go still got it, but in my head, I'm going, oh no, like that used to hurt. This did not hurt. This
It's
was
good.
very easy.
And didn't
Uh,
hurt. You don't. Were you wearing elbow sleeves, or does it not hurt your elbows when you deadlift? Because I know a lot of guys have elbow pain when they
I
deadlift.
might have been wearing my elbow sleeves, but mostly just again to protect the tendons in my right arm.
Yeah,
But
no, big deadlifts.
yeah, so
So I
yeah,
got to pull
I might
something
be
heavy
chasing
tomorrow.
that. I got to flip a tire for the first time. And
Ooh, fuck you and your tire
well,
trick.
you know what? So I was
We'll do it.
nervous because I know how dangerous it can be. And Cam was like, it's 200 pounds, relax. And I was like,
Yeah, you'll be fine.
okay. But you can literally see in the video when I flip it and I stare at it, like that should have been harder.
Mhm.
So that was interesting. The sandbag over the bar I did that once or twice. And then I went to do the keg, and that was when my elbow said, "You are done for the day, sir." I got it up into my lap. I went to stand up with it, and my arm just seized. So I was like, I have to call it a day because I can't. I work with my arms. I can't. I can't be injured. But that was it. So that was the Ontario Crew meetup. Very brief, very fun. Cam, thank you for having us. You're an amazing, amazing host and good friend. And that is my update on my most recent mock meet. I guess we would call that.
Nice. It sounds like fun. We will correct you from. We will do some checks and balances from last week. I believe you said something to the extent of that you didn't think you could wear elbow sleeves on the press medley.
Mm-hmm.
That is 100% inaccurate.
Yes, that is actually.
Uh,
Thank you for
and I
calling me
think
out
I
on
was
that.
gonna call you out on it live
No,
last
that
time,
is.
but I think I was just too tired by the time we
I
got
was
to it. In my
reading
head, I was
the.
like, "Wait, that's wrong." But
I read the thing and
too
I
late to
thought it
argue.
said elbow sleeves not allowed, and I did get corrected. Dodds messaged me actually to be like, no,
Nice,
they are
good
allowed,
guy.
and I was like, dope, because I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah, you're almost never gonna have a pressing event without the allowance of elbows.
No, good, yeah, yeah. No, I was wrong again, Joey, on that one.
That let's see. the Massonomics episode. Big Scott, did you get a chance to consume, listen, partake in the Massonomics episode from last week?
Yeah. So I always like hearing Tanner gripe about the very like petty inconveniences of like owning a commercial gym. I think it's hilarious. It's like it's never anything serious. It's just,
Yeah.
like I mean occasionally it is like someone breaking the toilet.
Breaking a
That's
toilet 9 times in 3 months is probably kind of serious at that point. And then let's tune in
yeah,
next
that's
week
a little
for
bit
shit that
more
happened
than
in
a
the
petty
gym, and that was
grievance for
actually really
sure.
serious. But yes, I know what you're talking about. Like
Um,
90% of the stuff he touches base on is like, yeah, it would still annoy the shit out of you though. Makes
yeah,
you not
so
want to
I
own a
would
gym.
yeah. So I would give that episode 5 out of 5 disorganized wall control panels.
Nice. What about you, Joey? Did you watch it?
I listened as
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always
that
do.
too.
I watched some of it because I want to point out. I think I messaged you and
You
only
did, yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
about it when Tanner was describing the D&D episode for our 3-year anniversary.
Very
This
animated.
the smile on his face made me so happy because it looked like he genuinely enjoyed the silliness of that episode. And that was about the time I had to stop watching because kids started yelling at me. But I listened to the rest. Um, I still have no clue what a jammer arm is. I don't think I've ever
Well,
touched a jammer arm.
I can explain it to you later when we're not up against the wall because I think
I'm glad I'm not
I know
the
you said
only
you want to
one.
get.
Yeah, I like the whole time I'm listening. I get this big smile on my face. I'm like, I have no clue what's going on, but I'm happy to be a part of it. Like I have no. Yeah. So give that 5 out of 5. What the hell is a jammer arm?
There you go. Yeah, the wall control. I can always correlate something that Tanner complains about in his gym. Something happens here, which just makes me chuckle because, yeah, I'll have a lift party here, and a month later, I'll still be moving attachments around, and the fucking plates will be on the trees in the wrong way and shit like that. So, 5 out of 5 inaccurately placed wall control items, which I think Scott already took, but a close enough. But yeah,
Yeah. So big thing happened today for us. We finally got to release our second shirt.
two,
Um,
2 years in the making, almost exactly.
Almost
Literally
exactly
within like a few weeks of from
selling
when
the
they
last
sold
one.
out. Yeah, I thought that was the coolest thing to me.
Yeah. A lot of work went into this. I don't know how much. I think they touched on it briefly, but I do want to say like it was a design Nate's idea to kind of make it look like a old school music poster.
Like a '70s band poster,
Yeah.
T-shirt. Well, I mean, I'm assuming the T-shirts looked like that as well.
Yep.
But yes, the band poster. If you
And then we decided we had an artist in the house. And that artist is my wife, Morgan, who I'm going to attempt to get on to take my place for a few minutes. And I think, Keith, you have some questions. Scott, if you
yeah,
have any questions, feel free to ask. I didn't get any from the crew.
it'd
But
be like that.
yeah, I think that now's a good time to see if she's available. 1 second.
Big Scott, did you put your order in for the shirt? Because if not, I mean, I don't think we're able to get you on the podcast. It's okay.
I have not yet.
Okay,
Keyword yet.
good.
Yeah,
What
well,
what
we're sold out of most sizes, so I
what
would
size
jump
are
in
you,
if I were
Scott?
you.
Ooh.
The last update I had. What size are you, Big Scott?
I am floating between a large and an extra large. So
Okay, so
either
there's about
one I
a
can make it work.
as of about an hour ago, there were 10 larges left and 18 extra larges, 8 2Xs, 5 3X, and if I did I say 10 larges? Yeah, and so completely sold out of smalls, 4X. That was 2 hours. That was over an hour ago. I would assume that that number is probably depleted by another third. So I would say, 2 hours into it, we had sold 50 plus. So we're probably sold 60 plus by now. And that's out of, I would assume, about 100. So 60% sold out in an hour and a half, 2 hours. That's pretty damn cool. I don't think the red one did that good considering it took 2 years to sell 100%. So, and with all that, we'll introduce Big Joey's wife, Big Morgan. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Long time no see. I believe you're muted. I don't know if he hit the mute button before he left. Might have to yell at him. Good job, Big Joey. You dumbass Joey. This is actually kind of funny. She is muted, right? It's not just my audio.
Is it
Yeah,
working
I'm
now?
not getting
There we
anything.
go. There we go.
All
Yep.
right. Hello.
Beautiful,
There we
beautiful.
are.
Well, I know if you got a little bit of time with us,
Yeah,
or
got a
actually
little bit
fuck
of
that,
time.
make Joey put the kids to bed. So we got you for as long as you want to be here.
Oh, it's gonna take a while.
I know you were nervous about coming on, so we won't just say, "Hey, tell me about this." So we'll just kind of ask.
Yeah.
So you knew that Joey, Nate, and that Tanner basically had, presented us with the opportunity to make a new one. I think it was right around the same time that you had been doing some like, some sketches, cocktail drawings, if you will, of some you
Yeah.
and you stuff that Joey wanted to do for some artwork, right? And then
Yeah.
could just take, I can keep and then Joey, was he just like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" I actually no, I think the way it was
So
presented. Yep, go ahead.
originally, I made a couple little paintings that were you and you themed. And I remember after Nate found out that you guys were able to do a t-shirt, and then he said, let's just put that one on the t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, don't do that. That sounds like an awful printing process. That would be the worst. So I thought, well, I can try and do something similar-ish that like that vibe, the funky stuff going on. So that's where that started.
Nice. And then
Yeah.
it was kind of a quick turnaround from the time that I want to say it was like, I don't know, without look, sometime early March, Tanner was like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And like we had shirts in our hands like a week ago. So
It
very
was
quick
stressful.
turnaround. Yeah, yeah.
I did not do a small amount of work. It was a lot.
Well, we appreciate all your time and effort that went into it. Was that just something you were kind of working on after the kids went to bed, or how much time? If you had to put an estimate of how many billable hours we have to send to Tanner, are we talking like 20 hours, 40 hours, 60 hours? What do you
A
think?
lot.
Oh well.
I wish I had time. So pretty much after the kids went to bed, I would work on it. When the kids went to school, I would work on it. And then try and do like your regular stay-at-home mom kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Not great at the domestic arts, but tried my best. But yeah, I was treating it kind of like a full-time job for a week and a half at least.
Oh dang.
So I don't know how many hours I clocked in. Too many.
No, I mean,
It's a lot.
you get one you and you t-shirt out of it, and you have to share the other one with Joey, and you
Yes.
get a bunch of grateful crew. Maybe some stickers. I can probably get some stickers up to. I'm just trying to think of
Yeah,
other
the
compensation. I'm not sure.
I don't know what I'll be getting out of it. I mean, the best part, well, the cool part is just being able to see something that I was able to create and draw and design and see it be just not even I understand it's received a lot of love, but even just going out there and someone trusting me to do the process was amazing. So, yeah,
Yeah, I you had kind of worked with Tommy there a lot too, from what I
a
gathered,
little
because
bit.
there was a lot of different group chats going. It was Tanner talking to me and Nate, and then it was me, you, so it was Keith, Joey, Nate, and Morgan all in a chat, and then I think you at one point were talking to Tommy alone possibly, and I was just like,
I
there
was
was so much.
attempting to.
There was so much back and forth, and like every other day, I'd have like three different chats with different images, and I'm like, wait, where am I supposed to respond or vote or like or talk? So
Yeah,
like,
I was a little bit needy with needing feedback.
mm,
So I was probably bothering Tommy more than conversing with him about it. But uh, he was able to give me like all the specs and things like that. And like I had to do a lot of tweaking because the original design, I wanted it like a full back. And that wasn't really translating to how the actual printing process worked. So I learned
yeah,
some
because
things.
I would assume that like
Yeah.
you have to have the same image that would. I mean, I would guess this is what they say. It has to fit an extra small and a 4X and be like the
Yeah.
same like
It's
18 inch
it's like
by
the same
nine
stamp,
inch thing. Oh yeah,
essentially. It's like the
okay,
same, well, it's a screen printing, but I wasn't sure how it was being printed, so I didn't understand. I thought, oh, it's ratio based. No, it's essentially just one single stamp.
gotcha.
So my original plan for having it a full back wasn't necessarily that going to be like that for the 4X, and I had to make sure that things weren't too big for a small. So it
Makes
was some restrictions that I wasn't used to.
very interesting. Yeah, we never really had the. Yeah, we didn't have so like version one, it was just I think I don't remember if Tanner even really we had very minimal input on version one, and then we basically had all the input as a team on version two, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I know initially, you know, we all had a little bit of I think before Nate and everybody kind of ran with the one that we ended up going with. I think, you know, we were kind of lost of like, well, I don't know what we're gonna do, and then it was just gonna be, oh yeah, let Tommy run with it, and then Nate was like, hindsight looking back now, I was like, I think it was a pretty damn good idea because the shirt's sold out, or it is selling well and it's doing good. So I like the D&D episode. I maybe had my reservations at first, and I was like, what does this change? What is this new stuff? And I think I will crack, some of it up to my vision is not very good anymore until I get my glasses. So it's like, wait, oh, now I see it kind of thing. But I
Yeah.
think I think it worked out good. I think we're happy. What was it like getting different feedback from three different people and one of them being your husband?
Well, Joey is not necessarily fabulous for feedback when it comes to that kind of stuff. I've offered him many times, I'll make you a logo, I'll make you a design, I'll do this. And either he just doesn't seem to care, unfortunately, or just he's a little bit whatever about it. So sometimes like the Delft Dungeon stuff, I just made it. I'm like, I'm just gonna make this for you. I'm not gonna get your feedback on what font you want or this or that. I'm gonna make it. And he loved it. So I'm like,
Nice.
all right. And I tried to take that same approach to the t-shirt instead of trying to worry about too much of I don't know if they're gonna like it. I'm just gonna have to do it and hope for the best. But being able to get feedback, like this looks a bit too busy, this looks a bit too much here. Uh, can you figure out how to do something for this? And that was very helpful with the designing process. So I didn't mind getting lots of feedback. I was demanding it.
Nice.
Just critique me.
Nice. I have a couple other questions, but I think it might be funnier just to kind of because essentially it's what was the your favorite part and what was the biggest challenges. So to me, that sounds like least fun and most fun. So
Okay.
what would kind of riff and use your druthers, least fun, most fun, just the whole process.
So most fun was working on all the font.
Okay.
Like I fell in love with how I was able to make all those letters. Like I hand drew all of the lettering in it. I was able to get that vibe. It's like quicker every time I had to redo it because I had to redo them a couple of
Wait, even on
times.
the like the cities weren't just like
No,
imported.
those were
Okay,
imported.
that's what I figured.
Yeah,
Like
I
all
was
the others.
thinking I thought about like tracing over them
That would have been
or
so
something
much.
just to have it like a little bit of a hand font going on, but
I think you still would have been working on it if that was the case.
not as much as you might think. But at the same time, I was the least fun I think was during the last week. I didn't really get a ton of feedback, and then I saw how the mock-up was working, and I'm like, oh no, that's not working out at all. And I only had about 4 days to finish it because it had to get sent off to the next day. And I think Tommy was visiting family. So I was desperately trying to get feedback from him during that. And it was difficult because he's just has a life. He's not messaging me on a Sunday night.
I
So
feel that.
so that was a bit difficult.
Yeah, and I think insider, behind the scenes there, I want to say that Tanner sent us what he thought was the proof, like ready to. I think they actually already had submitted it to the printer, and it ended up being a pocket logo, which we had initially talked about a full front chest logo, and we were still debating on the sizes, I thought. And then Tanner was
Yeah.
like, "We submitted these like 3 days ago," and we're like, okay." I
Oh,
mean, it would have worked out fine, I guess. I
I
think it still would
had
have been fine, but
I
then
had
they
a
were able
panic attack
to.
when I saw that. I'm
Because we
like,
were all
no,
like, wait,
I
wait.
didn't.
I was like, but
Yeah.
that's almost what you get when you have like we're like three or four different parties and who's talking
Yeah.
to who and who's communicating with who. But I think the end result is the sales kind of showed it. The crew showed up. I mean, that was cool that was the coolest thing for me.
Yeah,
Just
100%. Is
knowing that
really
our
cool.
friends are going to support us, and I don't think the red one sold like that quick for sure. And there's like people posting the images of it that like I don't even know, or
Yeah.
that like I've never had like vast conversations with. I'm like, wait, you're just buying our shirt because you like us and you like the design, and like that's just cool to me. So I
I was convinced that everyone was only going to buy it because they didn't want to make me feel bad. And it was just gonna be, oh, we can't make Joey's wife feel bad. We have to support her. So I'm still in some imposter syndrome going on about that.
I mean I'm sure not to be like the negative. I'm sure there are people that won't buy it because it's not their vibe. Like I mean
No,
that's just you're gonna get that.
I
But
don't
if like
expect
but
everyone
even
to
if
be
but
everyone's cup of tea.
it's not 50% of the people. That's some people bought it. I mean
Yeah.
several people have bought it.
Several people have bought it.
So
So uh,
I'm happy with the overall results, even if I went into it pessimistic. So very happy that you were able to contribute to that, and I know,
um
yes.
Joey did want me to mention, I'm not going to get too much into the cities because I know that there's a little bit of
Oh yeah, we were going to cover that if you didn't want to,
some
but
stuff. But the original goal when I was looking at the cities, because I knew I couldn't fit a lot. I couldn't fit every city on there because
yeah, it would be
I
100.
only
It literally would be 120
like
plus at
the
that
my
point.
design would have been half the size and it just would have been a pure wall of text. And maybe one day you guys can do a pure wall of text kind of shirt.
I don't know
Um,
about that.
but I don't, if people want to count the cities, they might be able to see it. But my goal was 69 cities.
Oh dang, what do we end up?
So
That,
the original goal was I'm gonna have 69 cities, and then not including like the fancy font,
mhm.
but that way that even if somebody's wasn't necessarily included or something was different, then at least we had a funny joke out of
I
it.
think yeah, I do. Now you say that, I do remember
Yeah.
that now because I think I've just been saying 50 because I thought that's what it was because we've like
The
responded to a few people
there
that it's about 50.
Yeah, I think I forget how many were originally submitted. I think it was around 70 something. But there was a lot of doubles.
Hmm.
So in the end, the only ones that I sought out the Netherlands location
Yes, yeah,
because the idea of having a worldwide and then not having it, like
yeah.
I like we had the England one, that one was submitted, but then we had one that wasn't in North America, and I thought we just need like another one. Can we find another one, please?
Oh, that makes
So
sense. And we've had that is pretty wild the journey we've taken.
yeah,
Having all these the fact that like we can look at that and be like, oh, I've interviewed all those people. Like that's very cool.
yeah, it was a lot, and it was really cool seeing how many people have been on here and supported you guys.
Yeah, and I do love that. I do remember, like that you say that. I 100% remember that it was supposed to be 69 or is 69. Well, we're gonna say it's 69, even if it's whatever.
Yeah,
So
there
that
might
makes
be 69, there might not be because near the end things got a little bit muddied,
yeah.
but hopefully there is.
And if anyone is upset their city isn't on there, we do apologize. There was a Google Doc that went out in our private Discord with essentially a quick turnaround timeline of, hey, submit your state and city for a secret project. And 70 plus people submitted out of the 150 people that are in the Discord. Sorry if you weren't one of those. If I had tried to individually DM the first 50 to 60, well, okay, the first 69 guests, so sure, that's going to take me a week to even get left on red by half of them when I say, hey, confirm your city for me. So like
The
that's not
turnaround
happening.
was a little bit
So
too quick to really get too much into that kind of stuff.
so getting
Like
69 out of the 100, I think that's pretty damn good. I'm happy with that. Now, knowing that it's 69 and not 50, I feel significantly better about that. And you should too if you're listening because it's nice.
yes, nice, nice, nice. Um, I think the original plan for the cities was to have it. Uh, you guys were gonna, well, I think it was only Nate and Joey that were gonna try and figure this one out. To try and it's always 20 minutes away from your city. So they would have had to like triangulate these major cities that
Oh
usually
God.
host concerts because it was a concert poster idea.
Uh,
And they were going to have this list of cities that weren't necessarily cruise cities, but they would have been like just far out of the way to be annoying, like a concert usually is. And I'm like, well, you better get that list to me soon because I
right.
need to do this.
Would you like the updated
Yeah.
list of what's left?
Sure. I'm still in shock that people are
So
buying it.
I'm just this is the on the assumption that 100 were ordered and take like six off the top. Well, maybe six. Take 10 off the top between anything that Tanner, Tommy, and unpaid and underrated
Yeah.
got. So 90 or so that were available for sale. What's left currently? Zero smalls, zero mediums, eight larges, 13 extra larges, seven 2Xs, five 3X. I'm not big math, but I think that means we did a good job. So 8,
I think
13, 7,
so.
5, whatever that is. That's a lot less
There's
than
actually one less extra large now. I did order it while you guys were talking.
that a boy. So
Yay.
27, 30. So 32 out of 100 are left, basically.
That's
That's pretty damn
crazy.
cool. I'm
That's
very
crazy.
stoked with that, and even if it takes 2 years to sell the rest of those 32, because all our core lovers and fans already picked them up. And I do feel bad. I don't know if I mean, Tanner knows what he's doing, so he like strategically orders certain sizes. But I've already had like
Yes.
three medium sized or small sized people already DM me, kind of disappointed they didn't get a chance to pull the trigger. But uh, Sorry.
It is what it is.
There will
Yeah,
be.
I
I
was
think.
told extra large is the most popular size and to try and work on things around the extra large. So,
Oh, for the for font size and
yeah.
or how it fits the best. Okay, that makes sense. That's a good thing. I was gonna have you try to bully Scott into buying one and just making him feel guilty for not yet, but since he
No,
already
I could
did, I
never.
guess we're good. I guess. I mean, we could pretend he didn't buy one yet. I mean,
Yeah,
he hadn't
beat you
bought
to
one
it.
by the time he
You have
actually
to buy
got
one.
here.
If you don't buy one, I'm going to feel bad and my feelings will be hurt.
I mean, I think there'll definitely
There.
be a version.
That's about
That's
it.
actually funny. Um, but it's just as far as the podcast itself, like I think we're gonna have a version 3 as long as if we can manage to keep this podcast together. I don't think it's gonna take 2 more years to get another shirt. The way this sold so good so far. But yeah,
Yeah.
What do you think will happen first? Another shirt or another D&D episode?
Probably another
a
D&D
team,
episode.
probably
I
another,
don't know
yeah.
if I can handle that stress anytime soon. And please, congratulations for getting my husband to play D&D finally. So
It was actually fun.
oh, it's
It was a lot of
always
fun.
It was
fun.
really fun.
I don't understand anybody who thinks it's not fun. It's
Well,
so much fun.
change, new, unknown, not things that are my
It's
fucking strong suit.
he was
Yeah, you know the old adage about old dogs and new tricks. It's
it's true.
You keep it to yourself, Scots. You go fucking work on my lawn there, Scots. Isn't that a lawn seed company?
Yeah, it is.
Ha ha ha. That
Yeah. Afterwards, Joy was like, it was like not even that Dungeons and Dragonsy. It was kind of like improv. Like, yeah.
I wish we had started at like
Yeah.
5 o'clock in the afternoon or did like a Saturday morning episode and actually had like 4 hours because I think 4 hours
Usually,
might have been obnoxious, but like I think we had to definitely abbreviate it just to be like I think Joey and I both had to be up in like 4 hours, but
yeah. Typical sessions are usually around 4 hours because of 4 hours, you're just gonna get sick of it. But two is usually a bit short. But I really do hope you guys are able to get another episode in. I know that I was worried about Nate editing the episode because I've listened to a couple of real play D&D podcasts, and there's a lot of editing usually involved
I'm gonna
because it's
assume we didn't edit anything and we just let
I'm
it.
I'm
Other
assuming
than
that as well.
I
Because
just
usually it's like every time somebody rolls a dice or has trouble looking up stuff,
I
they have to
mean
cut it. It's
oh
just
yeah, no. I mean
yeah.
I don't know. Did you listen back to the whole episode, Scott?
I did.
Was
Yeah,
there a lot
it
of
was
just me? Was there a lot of me looking at my screen trying to get talked through how to? I'm sure there was.
no, that actually happened a lot less than I expected it to.
Me
I
specifically or
think it only
everyone?
happened like well,
I
I mean
definitely
just
was.
in general, none
Yeah.
of you guys have played D&D before. I was totally expecting you guys to kind of like fumble your way through it a little bit. But
I'm gonna go
I
get
think it
Joey
only
again.
All right.
happened like
Big Morgan, did you want
twice.
to? Sorry, shut up, Scott. I'm busy. Sorry.
It's all right.
Did you want
We're
to plug
getting
your?
into talk where
Did you
I'm
want
sure Joey
to?
wants to actually talk
Did you want
about
to?
things.
Did you want to plug your art page before you get off? Your Instagram, if anyone wants to follow
Well,
that.
my art page is Morgan's Monsters at Instagram.
Mhm.
Well, at Morgan Monsters on Instagram. I don't really have a proper website or anything up yet, but yeah.
One quick suggestion. I try your personal Instagram has your art Instagram in it, but it's your old handle. So fix that because it took me forever to find your damn art Instagram. Because
Which
you
one?
have your whatever
I have an old Morgzilla's, which was my personal one. I haven't
yeah.
had access to that for a
Oh,
couple years
okay.
now, so
Okay.
that's why.
Because that's the one that
Yeah,
has the art page linked in that one is
yeah,
a dead page. Okay, that
yeah.
stinks. So be sure to not follow that one then. So it's just Morgan's Monsters. Go check that out,
Morgan's
everybody.
Monsters.
And
Yeah,
we appreciate all your time and effort you put in this. And
no
go ahead
problem.
and
It was
send
fun to
the
work
bill
on.
to Aberdeen.
Yes,
Someone in Aberdeen will pay it. I'm not sure who.
I'll have to
Uh,
write up the all that stuff.
yeah, that I mean, I would just put 60 hours on the invoice. You should be
60
good.
hours.
All
Yeah.
right, but
I mean, minimum wage Canadian, right?
yeah, and
Because
then
I
I mean
know minimum wage American, sometimes this gets
the
sketchy.
I would say the best payment you can get is next time Joey actually comes to an in-person meetup, and that alone time you get from it.
No, it's true. Yeah, alone
All
time
right.
with all
Maybe
the
they'll just
kids.
get you a beer next time.
Alone adjacent.
Alone adjacent. I'll just he has to take all the kids with him. All
There
right.
you go. All right, thank you. All right, we'll catch you next time.
Yeah. All right. I'll go grab him.
All
Bye,
right, yeah.
guys.
All right, Scott. Sorry to have told you to shut the fuck up there, but I just I knew she was getting off, and I wanted to give her
Yeah,
a chance to plug her page.
I'll try not to take it personally.
That's okay. I mean, you're not even we don't even have a guest. You're just one of the guys, so it's okay. I mean, I treat
Yeah, the
all my
guest's not
I
even
treat
on the horn
all.
yet.
I mean, I don't pick on people that aren't well, I guess if I pick on you, it's either I fucking love you or I hate you, and I mean, you have to decide which one it is.
Oh, wait, hello.
Hi, who's this fucking? You
Uh,
missed. Now you're actually gonna have to tune in next week
yeah,
for at least
the
an
less
hour.
handsome version of my wife.
I'm
She's
trying
better
to
looking
run.
than me. Yeah, she's better looking than me. That's what I
But
was
say,
implying.
I don't understand the terminology though.
Well, because I'm
Yeah.
still gorgeous, but she's just more gorgeous than me.
I think you're first. I don't know. I mean, I agree with the second part. I just don't know about the first. Anyway. All right. Um, so yeah, you'll have to listen to all that. I think. Sorry, Scott. I know you. Well, we're gonna talk about D&D in the episode, so we're good. We kind of touched on this. I pretty much touched base between what Morgan said and what I said. We covered the cities part. The drops covered. Joey, hit us some affiliates, bud.
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, obsidian ammonia. I have a bottle that I haven't opened in like 6 months that I opened today right before this podcast, and I'm still dying a little bit. Use code unpaid there. Plate snacks, of course. Wild to see that there's still crew in there ordering from like Sticker Mule or whatever you're ordering
I know,
from,
right?
knowing,
Fuck those guys.
yeah, knowing full well that we have 10% off at Plate Snacks, who will do custom stickers, will do our custom banner for you, and all of that. All you have to do is use code unpaid. And of course, Chris at Belt Fed Strength makes some amazing stuff. Um, Use code unpaid there. I believe it's on most of his products. I can't confirm if it's all of them or custom belts or whatever, but use code unpaid there. And that is that half of the affiliates. Should we try and get our guest on the horn? Kick out all these looky loos, including Keith, somehow? Um, okay. Scott, Big Scott, is that you?
No, wrong number. Sorry.
Fuck, he left. He actually left. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Keith just gave us a timeout, and now the guest is gone. So that's never happened before. What do we do? I think we should call Nate. I think calling Nate's the best idea. Technical difficulties. Get the right number on the line this time. Hold on, let me try one more time. Big Scott, is that you?
Yes, it is.
Hey, welcome. Finally got you. Welcome. You're on Unpaid and Underrated live.
Happy to
Um,
be here.
hey, happy to finally have you. The last guy we had was a dick. Uh, oh, I love when I make myself laugh. That was good. Oh, let's dive right in. Who are you on Instagram, Discord? How do we find you?
On Discord, I am Big Scott. On Instagram, I am at Scott's Lifting Page. No punctuation, no underscores, just spelled like it sounds. And on Gym Radar, I am the Doghouse.
Ooh, yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. As we ask everybody, what brought you to Massonomics and what kept you here?
So I found their Instagram page. Um, I don't remember when. It was around the time of the chicken bake memes. And I was like, oh, this is really funny. This is a funny meme page. So I followed them. And then, I don't know, 3, 4 months later, I realized that they also had a podcast. And I was like, wow, so I can just like listen to these guys for, 2 hours at a time. So I started listening to the podcast and I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. I would go back and kind of like pick and choose, at first, pick and choose episodes with guests that I thought would be interesting. And then eventually I just started tuning in regularly, kind of just happened naturally. I don't recall the timeline of any of it. And then Christmas of 2 years ago, not this past Christmas, but the one before that, that I signed up as a supporting member. Decided to give it a little Christmas gift to myself.
The miracle.
It's the gift that keeps on giving as you give to them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
taking. I mean, some.
Yeah, I mean, it is Perk City,
True.
Follow-up question: when did you find Unpaid and Underrated?
Um, Probably 2 months into being a supporting member. I started listening to Backlog, and
Wait, 2 months to start
I
listening, or
saw it.
2 months to know what it is?
Probably 2 months to know what it is, and then like
Okay.
2.5 to start listening.
Word. Okay. It does get buried sometimes in the Discord, so I get that. And Discord's crazy, so I feel that.
Yeah.
Well, you're here now, so we appreciate
Okay. Where do you live? Where are you from?
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Been here my whole life.
it. Boo.
That's
Go
pretty
Um,
Browns.
straightforward.
Go Browns.
yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. Just,
Stevens.
you know.
Have you been able to do any crew meetups then? Because there's a whole bunch of Baltimore adjacent, Washington, D.C. adjacent kind of crew. Maybe not a whole bunch, but
Yeah.
Matt and Murph, just, off the top of my head.
So I travel for work pretty frequently to just like the surrounding states, Pennsylvania, Virginia, New Jersey, Delaware. So I was down in Alexandria. I went over, I hit up Mostly Squats Matt on Instagram. Was like, hey, I'm in the area, can I come over and get a lift in? So I met up with him, got a lift in, and that was fun. That was cool. He's a
What? Oh,
great
you
dude.
were in that little she you were in his little she shed.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's good stuff. How how
Uh,
so how big is that place? Because it's so small on video. Is it? I think I'm sure he told us how big it is, but like two people in there at once, that'd be tight.
it's bigger than it looks on Instagram,
Oh,
but
that's
not by a whole lot.
Jeez.
It
What are you
was
sending on
cozy.
Instagram?
It was
well,
cozy.
Matt's ass is all over Instagrams.
That's true.
And then I went to a Scottish festival where Big Eddie was hosting the
Oh,
Highland
nice.
Games. So I went met up with Big Kurt there, and Big Waffle Iron was competing, and
Big Kurt from Philadelphia, not Big Kurt, or they're like we have like 7 Kurts now,
right,
so
yep, yep.
we have to clarify each first name. It seems like at this point. So that's cool. So you've met a handful of the crew, just even being localish. So that's good stuff. What's that one piece of Mastonomic merch that you've seen in the last couple years where you're like, oh damn, I'm gonna go buy that, and then you realize, oh, they just do limited drops, and once I miss out on the shirt, it might not ever come back. So hint,
Oh,
hint, hint to go buy the rest of those unpaid and unrated shirts, guys.
the Yeah Buddy light shirt. I missed that drop. I was on vacation and didn't have when I'm on vacation, I try not to look at my phone. And
You're even talking about the blurred drop then, because that's that like
yes, the
it's like
secret, the top secret hush hush drop.
yeah.
Um, but honestly, the one that I really want is the OG Weekend Warrior.
Oh yeah.
That one's sweet.
I think they was that Lifter WZ 1. I think we had that brought back, and that might have maybe the Arnold the same year. Like it wasn't a ton because they definitely weren't allowed to sell it, and I think they've almost stopped doing any of the stuff they're not supposed to do as of late. It's been a while because we haven't had lift shorts in a couple years. But those are that is a good shirt.
Didn't we get lift shorts last year?
Yeah, lift shorts
The black
dropped
ones.
very shortly after I joined crew
I think lift shorts were 2
because
years ago.
I did pick up a pair of those.
Last year was wasn't it like the multicolored? It wasn't camouflaged, but it was maybe those were the squat ones. I don't know.
Well, anyway, anybody listening, they don't sell those. I don't know what we're talking about.
Well, you're the one that asked it, you fuck, and I was answering. Bag.
Got myself with that
all
one,
of this
actually.
is purely hypothetical.
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
no.
It never happened in real life.
And more picking on Scott's name. Going back to when we did our pre-Dungeon and Dungeons episode, I think I
Yeah,
called him.
you called me Chris
I called you
or
Chris
something
multiple
for like
times
an
for some
hour.
reason. Yeah. And then today, Joey was like, "Hey, we're gonna get Morgan on." I was like, "Cool, got it, done deal." I want to let Scott know, and I'm sitting there fucking typing Chris in to my goddamn Instagram for like 3 minutes, and then to the point that I had to go to the D&D episode to be like, "What's this motherfucker's handle?" I'm like, "Oh, his name's Scott," and I was like, "Shit, I knew that," and it's really funny because it's like. It was just because I didn't call you Scott once in the D&D episode because I completely forgot that was a thing, and then I resorted back to it a month later. So, yeah, somewhat not related, but still pretty funny. Hall of Fame status there, Big Scott. How many of those you got?
I'm at 5 now.
That's it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Rookie
And
numbers.
anything more than one is good.
It's true.
I gotta get later this year I'll be checking off Lift Hard Live Easy
Hell
and
yeah.
Massonomics Gym while I'm there.
That's 3 right there, yeah.
Now this, yeah.
Home Gym Con, that might not be too bad. What's that? Maryland, Kentucky, 4 or
It's
5
like
hours?
7 hours.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 7 hours is a lot more drivable than 10 because I got a 10-hour drive if
Yeah,
I
for
wanted to do
sure.
it, and that's a flight.
I mean, the Arnold was like 6, so it's
Yeah,
not terrible.
the Arnold is. Were you at the? I would say that, but I met you with the Arnold, right? No, maybe
Yeah,
we did.
yeah. We met briefly in the convention.
Oh, okay. I think you were. You might have been the first person I talked. I might not have actually. Were you with? Was your partner there?
Yeah, my wife was there.
Okay, you were actually the first person I think I met, and I was like, I think I even talked about how I possibly gave you the cold shoulder, almost to the extent of like, oh, cool, crew. I don't know who this one is. There's like 50 crew in here that I do know. I'm gonna go talk to them, and then I didn't see anybody for 15 minutes, half hour, or something. So I do. Okay, that's actually full circle moment. I don't think I remembered. That's really funny. What happens at the Arnold stays at the Arnold. I guess that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Until you announce it here.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I mean,
I think we already know we
okay.
don't know your supporting membership number.
Yeah.
Tanner will
Right?
let us know next week.
Yeah, he
I
will.
think it's something in the 600s, but I'm not sure.
It tends to change. If you're anything over like 100, it tends to fluctuate, and even like I would say 50, right? As people drop off and join and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm sure Tanner will update us with on that one. You did mention your gym radar name already, so you must be certified. You want to give it that to us again?
Yeah, I am the Doghouse. Dog spelled DAWG.
Of course it is.
Big dog.
Big dog.
Yeah.
Do you have
Yep.
big dogs?
Yeah. I got a chocolate lab. She pops up in a lot of my lifting videos. She just kind of likes to wander and be close to people. So that was actually the name. The reason for the name was because she'd just pop up on Instagram a lot.
Oh, that's actually cute. That, so Joey already asked you how you found us. How did you tell your friends and family about us though, and get them to fill out that Q&A that some people really
So,
struggle with?
a couple of my friends already know about Massonomics, so I didn't have to explain much to them. Uh, my wife thinks I'm in a cult, so I didn't have to explain anything to
Most
her.
of our wives do. Yep.
But then the
Yeah.
rest of my friends, I just kind of sent them this and said, "Hey, I'm gonna be on a podcast because that's what you do when you turn 30. Fill this out for me."
Podcasts are fun, man. Anyone that talks shit about podcasts, bag it.
No, there's a lot of really fucking bad ones.
I hope ours isn't that. If it is,
I don't think it is.
I like
I think with the exception of every once in a while me saying something stupid,
it.
I don't think we have anything that like is being clipped by other people to like make points. You know what I mean?
And I'm sure I offend people periodically. I make them laugh too, so it all balances out.
Make them laugh, make them laugh.
Big Scott, are you familiar with the game Least Fun, Most Fun?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna give Scott here a single. Well, apparently I'm not, so it's a single topic, and he has to, use his druthers and explain to me the least fun thing about it and the most fun thing about it, not either or, but both. So least fun, most fun, hosting a D&D episode specifically with us. That was gonna be a lot. I mean, so I was trying to. I basically just hosting the episode that we did, but if your answers don't go the way I wanted to, I'll elaborate more. But yes.
So most fun was definitely introducing new people to, I love D&D. And I like sharing my hobby with others. It's not a hobby you can do by yourself. You need other people to play with.
Is there like
So
AI
getting to
D&D?
Ew.
It's
I'm
gotta be.
not gonna lie, that sounds terrible. I don't
I
want
didn't know if there
anything to
was
do with that.
is there like an NPC fucking Dungeons and Dragons thing where you're just
There
playing with
definitely is, and I want no part of it.
word?
I would rather just play a video game at that point,
Yeah. Yeah.
And the least fun would be the least fun was probably the first 10 minutes or so. 'Cause I was really nervous. I'm not the best at like speaking. I get real anxious when I have to like speak to a group, and knowing that, there are hundreds of people that listen to this podcast, I had the jitters for sure.
And that was
But,
gonna be. Oh, sorry. Yep. Sorry.
uh,
Cut you.
Oh, that only lasted about, you know, very shortly. Then once you guys started riffing with each other, and I was like, oh, okay, this is just D&D. This is fun.
Nice. I was kind of hoping you went there with the part of the least fun being the amount of people that might listen to it. Because I was thinking about that today in the shower, kind of like getting ready to like what was going to ask it, and I kind of
Hard
wanted
as
to
a
be,
rock.
yeah. I wanted to be more of like the twist of like, so not only are you hosting a D&D episode with people you hardly know, but that you do kind of know them because we're all friends online and all that stuff. But then it's like, oh, this is going to get aired. Like this is going to be listened to by 75 to 200 people somewhere in that realm. Like that's pretty cool, but also could be nerve
Yeah.
wracking if you have anxiety in any capacity. I could imagine that. At least there was only a few people watching live, and it wasn't like I think if 200 people were tuning in live, it might have been significantly more challenging for
There
all of
was
us.
nobody watching live until until I had the little Q&A group join
Oh,
in.
you're right. We didn't
Yeah, we
actually
kept it secret.
that good call. Good call. You're right. You're right. Do you
But
think if it
also, oh,
do you
go
think if
ahead,
it was
Keith.
live, do you think if it was live it would have been more nerve-wracking? Like not even like for the Zoom aspect of people chatting and stuff, but just knowing that like this time, this moment, 100 people are like waiting for you to say something.
I don't know if it would have actually changed anything
Okay.
because like it was being recorded and it was going to be put out anyway.
Yeah, true.
What's the difference between having, 5 to 10 people listening now versus 70 to 200 people listening later?
75 is the floor, not 70.
Oh, sorry.
It,
I'm just teasing you.
and I mean, just to
Hopefully.
like to bring it back home a little bit, uh, the reviews were overwhelmingly
Very,
positive.
very
Like,
much so.
I don't think anybody had anything negative to say about that episode.
A few people like might have privately said something to the extent of it was fun, but I just D&D is not for me, but they still listened. But
But I mean,
I
but
think a
that's
lot of
not a
people,
negative review, right? That's a I didn't get what was going on review,
yeah,
right? It wasn't like you guys were stupid, you shouldn't have done this. We didn't get any of that. We got like
fair.
genuinely like this was very funny. It was really, really well run. Like I mentioned earlier, the smile on Tanner's face when he was describing it. Maybe even Tommy listened at this point because we included Bernie, like things like,
No.
no.
Don't do so.
But
If you listened, your wife told us earlier how Tommy sounds like he's as busy as a dink. So I don't think he.
no, he's a busy dude. But yeah. Um, I just wanted to point that out. That at no point did anybody say this wasn't funny. You guys are bad at this. Everybody
Agreed.
that listened to it was like, even if they said I don't get it, but it was still funny, was like the worst I got.
I do think
And
it's
that
really
was kind
cool.
of my goal with it all too, was like, I know that there are a lot of fantasy nerds in crew, and I use that term very lovingly because I am one myself. But I also know that not everybody is. So I tried to, Big Derek and I really tried to make it, include as much Massonomics lore and Easter eggs and, just jokes as possible so
Yep.
that it would be fun for everybody that was listening.
And I think it was. So good work to you. Good work to Derek. And of course, Nate, Keith.
Are you
Um,
one of the guys that does log in and do because like isn't there a D&D Massonomics crew that like do it in the Zoom chat?
there is, but
Yeah,
we don't talk
yeah,
about
run
it.
that one too.
Okay, I was just making sure that like you weren't this like outlier that didn't at least participate in that because like it is wild that you kind of came in swinging hot with I mean with being relatively newer and being like, do you guys want to do this with me? And I'm like, well, fuck yeah. And I always appreciate we always put it out there. We still do. I know Jeff and Jen had both hinted they might have something up their sleeves, but hopefully you guys can come through for us. We got 2 episodes coming up in the next couple months. We need people to do something. If not, it's going to be Joey and a guest host, I think. So that works too, though. So
Why
as
did
long
that
as the
sound like a
D&D's
threat?
I immediately followed it up with that works too, though. So yes, it did. It
If
did
you don't
kind
come
of.
up with something, I'm going to leave it to him. Like, what the hell did I do?
Good catch. So I am selfishly taking those 2 weeks off either way. So I don't care. I don't care what happens. I think on the invite, I think on my spreadsheet it says record Monday or Keith off. I think you might as well just assume it's Keith off because I ain't got time for that. I got
No, I think there's a guy that anyway, yeah, we'll deal with that. That
yeah.
sounds, we'll take that offline. We'll circle
Yeah,
back.
it's just you guys are just getting a sneak peek of how the sausage
Yeah, we don't want any of
is
that.
not very efficiently.
It's all through text. Um,
Like responded like 18 hours later. Sometimes.
yeah.
That's like,
So Scots, Big Scots.
that is his name.
Your occupation, whether you want to expand as little or as much as you want.
I am a hydrogeologist.
What the hell is
So
that?
Is it something with water or marijuana?
It sounds like
Oh.
it's a hold on, water rocks. You do water rocks.
Is that a goddamn job?
yes. Uh, so we do predominantly like um feasibility for, say someone wants to come in and put a warehouse on this plot of land, and they need to know if the water that they're going to be drawing from the well will impact the surrounding community. So we'll go and we'll run, various tests to figure out if it will or not, and if it will, then like what remediation steps can be taken, that kind of stuff.
Wait, was that you explaining your job, or are we setting up a D&D scene? Because that's like exactly how you would say a D&D setup. No, that's actually that's interesting. So that takes a lot of
Yeah.
thinking on your feet and planning, and it's not just XYZ, because there's like a few different ways to get to the end result. I get it.
Yep, a lot of navigating uh government bodies, I guess, having to deal with like Department of the Environment for various states and stuff like that.
So water rocks. Yep. Can confirm. Water
Water
rocks.
rocks. I have found a bunch of, while I was out in the field doing field work, every once in a while I'll see a rock and it's like, oh, it's a nice rock. And I'll like throw it in the work truck and just take it back for the gym.
Oh, nice. Good stuff.
I think I've
That
brought
is
back
good
about
stuff.
five natural stones now that range from like 120 to 250.
That's actually
Nice.
perfect. I need to start doing that. I am that's something I could just kind of leave in the yard, and like it wouldn't be super obvious that it's gym stuff up against the garage or some natty.
Yeah, it's landscaping.
Just one more thing to fucking weed eat around though. What is I can't tell if other people submitted like, so did this person, do you know a man named Randy Marsh, or is that under occupation someone just put Randy
Do you
Marsh?
know Randy Marsh? I thought this
And
was
I'm just
America.
like, I'm like, is that a
So,
joke? Is that did they mean that as the
um,
nickname? Like I don't, I'm so
He's got integrity.
no, Randy Marsh is a geologist in South Park. That's why they put that.
Okay. That makes sense. I haven't watched South Park. Okay, that was one of the dads.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched South Park in 30 years. And I think that's pretty accurate. Like,
I didn't hear a bell. I thought this
Yeah.
was America.
I think I was 12 last time I watched South Park. I get it.
Okay. You're lifting. Start us at the beginning. Start at the beginning and bring us through the journey.
Okay. So I was probably 2 years out of college. I was really out of shape, didn't do anything, just was kind of a slug. Um, and I started lifting to lose weight. When I think I started at like 250-ish. And over the course of like a year and a half or so, I, just doing like bro split, just general gym stuff. Lost about 60 pounds. And then after that, I got into powerlifting because there was a bunch of powerlifters at the gym that I went to, and I started talking to them, asking them for tips, and eventually I signed up for my first powerlifting competition. Did powerlifting for 2 years, and then I got bored of squatting, benching, and deadlifting all the time,
Don't tell Jen
so I
that. She'll
went
get mad at
strongman.
you. Love you, Jen.
So now I've been doing strongman for 3 years.
And strongman is not squat, bench, deadlift. It's squat, overhead press, deadlift.
Yes,
Yeah. Huge difference.
More or less.
with also some bench.
Yeah, with also some bench if you're on Juggernaut.
You guys still bench? I haven't flat benched in fuck.
Yeah, and it's the
Minute.
worst. But I mean, big pecs, cash checks, whatever Massonomic said in the first 100 episodes.
Well, you just had a hell of a show in there. You came home with a big sword, didn't you?
Yeah, got
Yeah,
a
you did.
big old sword. That was a fun one. So that was one of my buddies put that on. One of my buddies that filled out the questionnaires actually put that on. Um, That's the
Ooh,
second year he's run that.
is this nepotism then? Did you actually win or?
No, I actually won.
I'm kidding. I'm
But I
kidding. Of course you
was,
did. I'm just messing with you.
but I was the only one in my weight class, so like kind of a win
Yeah.
by default.
Well,
Yeah.
you would wait. So they actually gave out a sword just for a weight class. It wasn't like usually you don't get a sword
How
unless like
many
an
swords did they
overall.
have?
Yeah, usually a sword or like a
They
hatchet or
had
something is
16.
overall.
He got 16 swords, and all of them
Okay, so
were
that's
famous
so
video
le
game swords.
God, that's so less. I thought we had a strong guy on our hand. No, that is but that's cool that he
Yeah,
actually
no,
invested some money in the prizes because usually like
been faking it.
in my experience, you don't get prizes unless you're like top. Only a couple people get prizes at any type of competition typically, or maybe you might be podium. It all depends on who donates what, but the 16 swords is a lot of swords to buy.
I only brought up the nepotism thing because I think it was Dan who apparently was being called out because his coach was
Yeah,
running the meet and he's not allowed to win because his coach is
yeah.
running it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Did
pay attention. I'm
was
tired a
there
lot, but I'm paying attention.
were there any other? Why do I think there was some other crew there that weekend? Did you compete some with somebody?
Yeah, Big Braden over at Meat and
Oh yeah, yeah,
Muscles
yeah,
was
yeah. My
also
buddy.
there.
That's right. That was his.
Love that dude.
I think that was his first
Yeah,
competition. He's actually
that was
texting
his
me about
first
that.
strongman comp.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, strongman for sure. He's powerlifted for years, but he's coming. Like he blew his ACL or his knee or something a couple years ago, so that was really cool to see him be able to actually get back and do moving events and stuff.
Well, congrats on your sword award. I
Yeah,
don't think any
thank
of
you.
us said that. Good work on that. I did see that on Instagram, so amazing work. So now you're just settled on strongman. Do you have any intention of doing anything else? Maybe some natural stone lifting, some Highland.
Well, I'm actually signed up for the Lift Hard, Live Easy powerlifting meet. Um,
Interesting.
What'd you do
I
that
kind
for?
of was getting the itch to do a powerlifting meet again, and also I missed the sign up for the
You
strongman.
dummy. It did sell. Like you missed it because you were like hemming and hawing, or like you didn't see it. Because I get
It was like an
it's
Oh
hour.
no,
it is
I
hard to
was
also convince the wife to be, can I spend 2 grand and go like because this would have been like 6 months ago too. And did you like really met anyone by the time the sign up was?
I had met Big Eddie and Big Kurt, I think, by that
Okay,
point.
but significantly
But
less crew interaction than what you have as of late.
for sure.
So it'd be a lot harder to convince the wife. Can I spend $2,000 of our money to go to South Dakota?
Well, it was not terribly difficult to convince her. She just wanted me to sign her up as well.
Oh, well, that's cool. And you did.
Yeah.
She's stronger than you, and that keeps you motivated and all that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She's the reason that I lift weights, you
Oh
know.
yeah. So you guys are both signed up for powerlifting then?
Yep. Yeah,
Have you?
she signed up, I believe, right now for push pull only because she's got a torn labrum in her hip and can't squat.
Dang.
That'd be a good reason to not squat.
Yeah.
Are you on the wait list for strongman at all?
No, actually, I just got off. Jake messaged me not too long ago, and I told him to give my
Lock.
spot to the next person.
Just
Yeah.
lock it in for powerlifting. It's okay. So
Yep.
you just did the strongman show. We're like 8 weeks out, 7.5 weeks. I think call it eight. I think it's 8 right now, right? So are you doing a quick deload this week and going right into a taper into a little peak?
No, I just jumped right back into lifting. Uh,
Okay. Well,
I
okay. So regardless of if you took a week off or not, but like I'm pausing on
yeah, I mean,
strongman to squat, bench, and deadlift 3 days a week
yeah, I mean, my training style in general is pretty much powerlifting training.
with just a
Um,
strongman Saturday kind of.
with yeah, with Strongman Saturday and
Okay.
with some like accessory work to accentuate the strongman stuff.
So you gonna cut
Because
out
like,
strongman Saturday for the next 2 months then, or are you gonna just?
oh God, no, that's too much
Okay.
fun.
I 100% agree. I do agree with that for sure, but I just didn't know if you were trying to how much you were trying to push the big three, and just kind of pulling back on that strongman day.
Nah, I'm just gonna roll up and hit some PRs. That's the plan, at least.
Okay.
You know, either
South,
that or I'm gonna
but I
fail
mean, they'll all
miserably.
be
And
South Dakota PRs, so you'll have, at least the South Dakota
yeah,
PRs in the bag.
yeah. If I don't hit any lifting PRs, I'll hit a beer PR for sure.
Nice. What day you coming in?
I'll be
Thursday.
getting in Thursday. Yeah,
Nice, nice, nice. You'll have a good time. It'll be a blast. So that's your first time.
yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
So that'll be your first book. So outside of the Arnold, though, that'll be your first big crew meetup then.
Yep.
The Arnold was how was the Eagle for you? Being someone that hadn't really had much interaction other than a couple guys, just shooting the shit. Having being in a room with 50 people you hadn't met yet. How was that?
I loved it. Everybody was super inviting. At no point did I feel like a stranger. Just felt like a room full of old friends.
Nice. And that probably made knowing that you were signed up for Live Hard Live Easy kind of be like, okay, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Nice. Glad to hear it. Well, we'll see you there in a few weeks. Yeah, a couple months. I can't even say a couple months anymore because it's going to be less than a couple months.
Yeah, we're like 70 days out or something like that.
Less than that because I think I missed because I was doing
69.
no, it
Nice.
sucked because like my Friday was like 70 days out and then I didn't train again until like 2 days later, so I missed being able to post 69 days out. So I think we're like I don't know, call it 65, 64. Like it's less than 70. It's coming
Yeah.
up, man. It's gonna be here quick. No, but that'll be fun. You and your wife will have a great time.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
I just want to see her. I hope she out deadlifts you. That's all.
Yeah, that would be something. That would be really impressive. I hope she does too.
Yeah,
Wait.
again, like it's something I really wish does happen. Like, let's go.
So did you get her? Is she just currently crew adjacent, or did you get her into crew? It's
I'm still
coming
working
out
on
to
it.
South Dakota and doing a powerlifting meet. That's a not a whole lot of spouses want to do that if they're not super into it. So does she at least get it,
Yeah,
but just like doesn't want to partake kind of thing?
she doesn't quite get it, but she supports me. Um,
That's a good first
You
step.
just talked to my wife, and that's about where she lands.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? I think she kind of gets it and supports me, but also wants like partially little to do with it. Like, obviously, she appeared here. She's been on other episodes. She does stuff for us, but I'm like, so why don't you join? She's like, keep me out of that Discord. Fucking leave me alone.
She did great, by the way. I don't know if I think she was a lot of fun. She wasn't really. I know said she was nervous, but she didn't portray being nervous. So
Yeah, she's always a little nervous. She was nervous about the whole thing, so.
it all worked out. It was good.
And she's hot. Like, I fucking lucked right out.
Yeah, you definitely married up, bud.
Like we did both didn't. Relax.
I don't know too many crew.
That would make 3 of us.
Yeah,
it's
like I've met Stephanie. She's funnier and better looking than you. No offense.
I don't think I've ever met a male crew and like met their spouse and just been like, man, you could have done better. But like, obviously, like you wouldn't say that to any of your friends. But I think it's just like overemphasis because like we're just all just dumb fat meatheads, and it's like we have like attractive, fit wives for the most part, or to some extent, we're all very lucky, happy men, and that's good for me. I'm happy.
We all got what we deserved.
Have the day you deserve is still the funniest fucking sign I've ever seen hanging in someone's yard. It makes me so. I think about that like.
Oh, you know what?
Free in my head.
I can tell you where it comes from, but it's a little too political.
No, we don't do that here.
We ain't doing none of that business.
We got enough assholes in the Discord doing that shit as of late. We don't need that here. Scott, what's up, buddy? We got to get back to
Scott's.
So fishing and cooking and grilling, you must love that new Luke Bryan song because he likes talking about.
Oh my god!
You missed Tanner, dude. Tanner. Okay, so let me set it up. So like last night, Tanner had a 15. Okay, so a 5 minute. It damn near might have been 10 or 15 minutes that Tanner and Tommy both shit on that song. And then Tanner posting that as the drop song today was the most fucking ironic, funny thing.
Yeah. So can I tell you that I sent that to Tanner? Yeah. I messaged him and I was like, I heard you recently talking about shitty country songs. There's no chance you haven't heard this. And he was like, this is the reason people make fun of country music. And like, we both had a moment of pure hatred for that shitty song. Now
I am one. Sorry. During the live, I had to like listen. I had to like kind of mute the live to listen to it. And I'm like, this is fucking garbage, and it's only like 2 minutes. Like, who produces a 2 minute and like 10-second song anyway?
I'm not gonna say that he didn't hear it before I sent it to him. I'm just saying I sent that and was like, this sucks, right? Now, on the other hand, do I walk around going, wake up, coffee, camo, climb tree? Of course I do, because I love children's songs.
I'm 100% convinced that song was written by ChatGPT.
Oh, absolutely.
There's nobody that can tell me otherwise. There's no professional songwriter
Okay,
that would write that.
now hold on.
There's been a lot of bad
I
fucking country
say
songs over the years that are
I say that
somewhat
country music
similar.
has recently become children's music. And I have been saying that since Red Solo Cup. Red Solo Cup is a children's song. Red Solo Cup, I'll fill you up. Let's have a party. Like, that's a children's song. And so is this. This song is for children. Wake up, yogurt, climb tree, put on my shorts. This is all written for children who are masquerading as adults who listen to country music. Anyway, whoa, I'm going to offend people again. I'm going to back off on this one. But, like, yeah, no, that song sucks. Most country music sucks. Anything you hear on the radio sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait to hear
I could
it.
I could go down a rabbit hole about Red Solo Cup and that era of country music specifically, but I won't because it would get a little political, so I'm gonna save it.
Yeah.
Well, instead of doing that, why don't you tell me about how you are the superior grill master over Big Matt?
Did you say Grow Master?
Grill master.
I heard Grow Master. Did you hear Grow Master?
Well, I mean, I am a grower,
No,
not a
I
shower,
heard
but I said grill.
I did hear Grill Master.
Ah.
Well, maybe I just knew that that's what he meant because I don't grow anything.
Because you're already hanging dong 24
he's already a big dog.
Just like, it's already 6 to midnight.
Walking around half mad.
Well,
Like a
I will
deflated
say I
football
don't know
down
if
I don't know. Your
I
notes
could
just say
compete with
barbecue a few
Big
times
Matt's.
and grilling,
Sorry, I had to,
barbecue,
yep.
smoking meats, all kinds of grill stuff. So just tell me about that hobby, but try to talk shit about Matt because that's what we all like to do.
Yeah, I don't know if I could compete with Big Matt's brisket. I mean, that looks pretty damn good. Every
mean,
time
Yep.
I've tried to make a brisket, it turns out like shoe leather. So maybe I need a couple lessons from it.
I mean, if yours is ready to eat, I think
Propane
it beats
grill.
his.
Propane grill, I can cook just about anything on there. I mean, that's my preferred method of cooking.
Gotcha.
Me and my wife, we meal prep.
Nice.
My wife's a bodybuilder right now, so she does a lot of chicken and rice. So every weekend I'm out there grilling chicken. So I got a propane grill and I got a pellet smoker, and I'll use the Keith. I know how much you love turkey. Every every Thanksgiving, I'll throw a turkey on the smoker and I'll smoke that. And
It's probably pretty good though.
I'm a believer of if you don't like turkey, then you don't know anyone who knows how to cook a turkey. I make a mean turkey, man.
Counterpoint. I live across the street from a turkey farm. You ever smelled a turkey farm ventilate?
No, and I
Yeah.
can see how that would turn
That would
off.
ruin. It's not even like they don't relate. Like
They're
smoke
not free.
turkey doesn't
I
smell
mean, not-
like that when you cook it. But when you see a turkey and then you immediately go
Yeah.
back to, oh, I had to spend a day inside because I couldn't go in my own backyard because of that smell. You're like, man, maybe I don't love turkey.
Yeah, when you see how the sausage is made,
Yeah,
you
that's
don't necessarily want sausage anymore.
Yep. But also, I still love a good turkey. I'm not complaining. That was just a hypothetical. Like, what if somebody lived across from a turkey farm that knew that smell?
Well, to that point, Purdue, the chicken company, is very big on the Eastern Shore. And whenever I would go down to the Eastern Shore when I was younger, I would smell that a lot.
Yep.
And that never really, it never turned me off of chicken. It's just like, oh, I don't like the way that their shit smells, but the meat's fine. Not eating the shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what's with you and pencil toppers? Why do you like to steal pencil toppers?
No, what the fuck?
So, when I was in college,
Also,
right
what is a
next to the
pencil topper?
bar, it's just a little thing that sits on the pencil eraser.
Okay.
When I was in college, there was a Chinese restaurant right next to the bar. The bar closed at 2, the Chinese restaurant closed at 2:30. So after the bar, you'd go to the Chinese restaurant. Well, they had this like the little quarter thing for kids where you put the quarter in, you turn the dial, and something comes out. Well, me and one of my buddies were hammered after the bar, and we were like, "Oh, I'm gonna I'm gonna get one of these things." And It was the pencil topper, and then it just kind of became a game for the rest of the semester where we would just try and like steal it from the other person without them knowing. So like one of us would have it for, maybe 3 weeks at a time, and then it would just go missing. And you're never really sure when it went missing, but it was just a fun, stupid little game that we played.
Do you ever look at those vending machines and you're like a quarter or a loony for that piece of thing? Who's making money on that? Do you ever like think about that? And like who's like how much do those cost? How
You
much
mean
are you
like
selling them
you mean like a
for?
sticker machine in Massonomics Gym that takes like several quarters, I think.
Well, I'm 100% sure Tanner's losing money on that
Oh,
one.
sure.
But like when you look at these
Full
like these
circle.
little pencil toppers or the rubber bouncy balls, you're just like, who sources
Sticky
these?
hands.
But if you
Yeah,
pay it, if they literally cost a penny to import them, and they're making a quarter off of them, even if it sits there for 5 years because it's all dusty as shit when it finally comes out. I mean, they made their money back in the first quarter on a lot of this shit. You'd think.
I hope
Yeah, I
so.
can't imagine that buying that stuff in bulk costs more than like a couple of cents per
It's
item.
like the Alibaba of vending machine
What a business
for
idea. Good
for the
for
home gym
you.
nerds. That's what we're talking about. Is we're talking about Alibaba.
Make a vending machine for change plates.
Hmm.
Do you have to put in a quarter-pound plate for that?
Quarter.
No, you have to put in your gym
Dime.
radar credentials.
And a reminder to anyone that has their gym on Gym Radar and still hasn't made it public, go do that. There's still a handful of people on there that I don't. I think I did a tab of you and you past guests. I think I'm at like 87. So granted, I might have missed some, but there's definitely Gym Radar is doing pretty good. They've got we can't talk about it yet, but there are some new features that they're going to release next week that we know about right now if you were in the live, but they're coming. Actually, no, maybe the live. No, they do know. They did talk. Couldn't remember what they released publicly or not, but yes, there's some cool features coming that will allow for some more Discord, if you will. Discourse, possibly.
Yep.
Could be Discord though, because the way Jeff rephrased it was angry communication.
How do you accidentally make mustard gas?
It's a good way to die.
Don't know what that's reference.
Oh, it just said we accidentally made mustard gas in chemistry lab.
Oh, yeah.
Was it just a
Okay.
fart that got like totally blown out of proportion?
No, we just fucked up the experiment and they had to evacuate the class.
Use a word.
All right.
Yeah, that's the not much to tell there, I guess. Just
When they
accidentally committed a war crime and
when
The Geneva suggestions, right?
yeah, right.
what was it when they did evacuate you guys and you were outside? What were you having any frog weather? And what the fuck is frog weather? I gotta ask you about.
So
Oh, he's
so
laughing.
frog weather is just, it's just a rainy day. Every once in a while, if on like a shitty day, like I think it started when me and my buddies were gonna go fishing and it started raining, so we decided against it. And I made the comment, was like, man, it sucks that we can't go fishing, but it's good frog weather. So we all just kind of like went out and looked for frogs instead of going
Okay,
fishing.
I wasn't because I was like the whole term I was just kind of like because I remember was the watertight as a frog's ass or something. I'm like, is that what he's talking about? I'm so confused. I'm like, okay, so hunted frogs to catch. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. What the fuck is a huggle? Is that like a snuggie?
So, I actually have it right next to me. I can show you.
Oh god. Oh my god. Put it away. What is that? Why has it got barbs on it? Actually, I haven't
So
seen
it
it yet. I
is
was just making a. Oh, it does a snuggie looking thing or a hoodie.
a giant, oversized Sherpa hoodie,
Okay. It's actually called
and
a huggy, or that's your nickname?
it's called a huggle. Yeah, it's actually called a huggle. That's the
Oh
product
yeah, yeah,
name.
yeah. Gotcha.
And it is the most comfortable thing ever. Um, my wife runs hot. She's always complaining that it's hot, so we keep the house very cold. And I am the opposite. I'm always cold. So I will wear it almost every day. And it's immensely soft, and it is immensely warm, and I love it. And if it ever
Nice.
rips, I'll probably cry.
Oh, you get another one. So what, you guys keep the AC at like 67 and you're in there just like she's sweating and you're just shivering.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like an expensive, but yeah, I would
It'll
love
be
to
the
keep my
AC's on
house.
67, all the fans are on,
I can't do the
and
fans and the AC. I don't like the moving air.
it's freezing, man. It's always cold.
Well, good thing you have your security blanket.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very
Yeah,
nice.
so Massonomics Huggle's coming up.
I would buy one in a heartbeat. There's not a small price that they could put on that I wouldn't pay for one of those.
I mean, you can customize and get anything. Like if you ask Tanner nice enough and say, "I'll like, you know, not going to redistribute it or anything or sell it to people," he'll let you. I'm sure he'll let you put your image on his image on anything. Good marketing and branding for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Been a long time. We have a poop story.
Oh, I like poop stories.
Yes, yes, yes. It's been a while. So the floor is yours.
Oh, did you shit on the floor? Jesus.
No. So it was the day of weigh-ins, immediately after weigh-ins for USS Strongman Nationals.
So recently,
And yeah,
couple years.
uh, yeah, last summer. Um, so we went to an all-you-can-eat sushi place to, just to get a big carby lunch to fuel up for the next day. And it was when you eat sushi, you got to have soy sauce. And so with all of the salt, I did a pretty brief like water cut for it. So I was
Mm.
not only chugging water, but also eating a lot of the soy sauce. And I had a bite of sushi with a little too much wasabi on there, and I spicy, and I coughed, and a little fart squeaked out. And
No,
then a
no.
couple seconds later, I still felt the fart, and I was like, "Oh, this
Oh
isn't
no.
good." So I got up, I rushed to the bathroom, and ditched the underwear, wiped up what was left over, and when I got back, I just looked over to my wife. I was like, "Hey, are you ready to get the check?" And she was like, "No, I'm still eating." So I just had to kind of sit there stewing in my own filth while my wife finished eating, and I was looking at her with evil eyes the whole time.
Oh no. Yep, yep, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the spicy guac hit you. And
So
yeah,
yeah, that's the story of how I shit myself in a sushi restaurant.
yeah, that's gonna itch when it dries.
We've all been there.
We all love a good poop story.
Make sure you got wet wipes in the car. Don't go anywhere without wet wipes. You can clean up a lot of messes with wet wipes.
Yeah, they say to budget for about one a year.
Just make sure you have enough underwear to shit your pants once a year.
What is this word I have highlighted?
Uh,
In things that is that peppercini?
yeah, do you not know what that is?
Is that the little pepper thing that goes on
Yeah.
Papa John pizzas?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're those little
For
semi-spicy.
some reason, like as I was reading it, I was like, does that say pepper? Is that a butchered pepperette? I'm like, okay, no.
No, no pep. But you don't even
I
know what a pepperette is.
well, I do. Well, it's not a thing in the Americas.
The single one America. The
Yeah,
rest of the
our
Americas,
America.
Canada and Mexico, we fully
I
aware of
saw
what those are.
who was on. We were like debating if South America was North America or whatever the fuck it was. I don't even remember. It was like the dumbest thing ever. But like looking back on it, we're like, oh no, we were way wrong.
If South America was North
I
America,
don't remember. I literally don't. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something so like in hindsight, I was like, oh, we were wrong. But it was something to do with like is Central America. I really don't remember. Someone will remind us, but it was something
Yeah,
where we
the
got
crew will
called
hit
out on it.
us.
Yeah, we got mocked once for it already. All right, so flats or drums, wings. What's your? I see you're a big wing guy. I didn't really know how to shoehorn it into any other game, so let's just riff on that.
wings are wings, man. Flats, drums, they're all the same.
Oh no.
They're
Okay,
they're all delicious.
breaded or traditional?
Traditional out of the two,
Yep.
but if I have my druthers, I'm gonna smoke them.
Well, you can still do both. The place I go smokes them for 6 hours and then fries them. and they can either toss them or not toss them with dust.
No, I mean just
Straight up
smoke 'em.
smoke, not even frying them afterwards. Hell
Don't
yeah.
drop them in the oil. Just you know, last 10 minutes or so, crank it up to 350 to crisp up the skin. Delicious.
Can confirm. And traditional all the way. Sauce or dry?
Sauce.
Ooh.
Yeah. If my hands and face aren't a different color by the time I'm done eating, then they weren't sauced enough.
What's your favorite flavor?
I like a good sweet hot, like a mango habanero. That's my go-to.
Usually honey hot's my go-to, but I recently discovered spicy lemon pepper. So the place I go to, I was just talking about, you toss them with the lemon pepper, but then you add some Frank's hot sauce. And it is top tier. Like seriously. And then they put it on the menu and didn't name it after me, the jerks.
I'm not a big lemon pepper guy. I've had them a couple of times, and every time that I tried them, it tastes like baking soda to me.
That might be a genetic problem.
Why are you eating baking soda?
Yeah, you might have a genetic defect on that one because lemon pepper is top tier.
Yeah, it's like the cilantro gene.
Yeah,
I was literally
I'm
gonna
glad
say
you
that.
got the
Lemon pepper
reference.
gene.
I was gonna say that.
He doesn't
I
have the
don't
lemon
think I know
pepper
what lemon
gene.
pepper even is.
It's lemon and pepper. It's
Like
delicious.
a flavor.
Now, I will say I've found it's orange pepper. And instead of lemon
Yes.
zest, they use orange zest, and that is delicious.
Yep. And that one doesn't taste like baking soda to you?
No.
Yep,
That one's
it's
awesome.
genetic, man. You've got that weird extra
the
gene.
lemon
whatever
pepper
it's
gene.
called. Yeah, you got the lemon pepper gene.
So under things you hate, I see bugs. Anything specific? Any
Oh God.
any bad stories?
Oh, please tell me you're going to Aberdeen.
How do you
Yeah.
how do you feel about mosquitoes, Scott?
Yeah, and
Mosquitoes,
how long?
And like I meant
mosquitoes
like
I don't
plural,
like
and
despise. I mean, I get awful mosquito bites. Like when I was a
yeah,
kid, I would get welts the size of a softball
and
from a mosquito
and then
bite.
they have
But
force the
like,
size of my thumb out there too.
oh God, those are awful. I had a scar on my ankle from one of those biting me when I was like 8. Actually, it might have gone away by now. I haven't checked in a while, but I used to.
You're not big on inspecting your
Um,
ankles.
no, nothing really changes with them. Um,
That's so
yeah,
funny to me.
so the bugs thing. When I was a kid, I had a tree right outside of my window, and so I would get like stink bugs coming into my room,
Oh
like
yeah,
when they were first starting to grow in population in the US. And I smashed one, and I just immediately threw up just right on my bedroom floor.
yeah.
And ever since then, I've kind of just had a visceral reaction to killing a bug. It just makes me retch a little bit.
I don't blame you. We get them. We get them pretty bad out here too, and it's just avoid. And is that like
At this point, I just suck them up with a vacuum and don't even deal with it.
you got to get some
Until they
diatomaceous
crawl
earth
out
too?
and just start.
Yeah, that's why you get the
crawling onto
diatomaceous
your
earth.
face.
You suck them up with the vacuum, and then you have the diatomaceous earth. I'm saying that wrong.
I
Somebody's
don't
going
know.
to
I
comment
don't
on
know
that.
what the word.
No,
you
that's
keep
right.
saying it.
Is
I
it
don't-
That's right.
okay?
I never heard it.
I'm trusting the wet rocks
Diatomaceous
guy.
earth. Is that just-
And you suck
like
a
a
little bit
soil?
up. Do you want to explain what it is?
So it's like almost not microscopic because it's like the consistency of sand, but it's like fossilized shells.
Okay. And sucking
it's
some of
like
that up and mixing it all up probably fucks them up.
Actually, as a basement
Yeah.
gym owner, you should have some. What it does is it goes onto their shell. So any of these like water-based bugs that it might be in your basement, silverfish, cockroaches, whatever you might find, it essentially just dries them out and they die.
Okay,
Right? It works on any bug that responds to water, including I think bed bugs, including water bug, like anything.
Is a silverfish a house centipede, or is it something different?
Yeah.
I think so.
Because I had one of those motherfuckers on my kitchen floor this morning.
No, silverfish are these little weirdo dudes that
I don't think
they're actually
You see them in your bathroom a lot, like in
it's
your
very
shower or
funny
your
because
sink.
this week somebody was telling me to eat shrimp, and silverfish are technically shrimp, and they live in your basement and in your bathroom, and they run around and they're all squiggly, So you actually might not even see them. They're probably under the
Ugh.
floor mats, to be honest. They don't hurt. They eat like glue and tape and
Never seen one of those.
they eat hair and shit like that.
What the fuck? Those are the
Technically,
Yeah.
sure.
Anything with more than 4 legs, I hate.
Yeah. Well, house centipedes.
It's got more than 4 legs. Keep it away from me.
I think my cats eat a lot of the random bugs at the house too, which kind of helps. But yeah, I
Uh,
lost. There
I
was
won't
one.
mess. Go ahead.
There was a house centipede that crawled across my floor this morning. It was a little baby fucker, and they almost never make it upstairs. I see them in the basement every now and then. And like I turned the light on because I could barely see it because I just when I walk in the kitchen in the morning, I just turn one like accent light on and not the full light, and so I could barely see it. And then I went to go turn the light on so I could see it and grab a paper towel and smush it, which I almost never smush bugs. I'm like I have a weird thing about like I don't know what it is. Like I don't like killing anything, but like this fucker, he was gonna die. I was gonna get fucking rid of him, and then I couldn't find him, and I was like, so then I had to text. I think I told Stephanie as I was leaving. I was like, oh yeah, there's a house centipede in the living room in the kitchen somewhere. Have fun. Have a good day.
See, I don't mess with centipedes because centipedes are killing all the other shit that I want to kill.
Yeah, I'll eat the spiders. Like I don't get well.
Well, house centipedes will fuck anything up from a
Yeah,
little bug to a mouse. I've seen centipedes in my basement big enough to take down mice.
that would
Oh
if I
God,
saw a
I'd burn
house
my house
centipede that
down.
could eat a fucking mouse, I'd literally move. I would
It can
not.
happen. It
I'd-
shouldn't happen, but it can happen.
Like I've seen the biggest house centipedes I've ever seen. I'm thinking back at like my parents and like as a kid, maybe like 3 inches, and that was the most terrifying. There's no way that fucker's taking out a mouse though.
You'd be surprised. Some of those fuckers can do that.
Oh,
So I was up in Pennsylvania and I had to go check a well that was in like the basement of an abandoned house. And
when you walk
I
up
got
to it,
down
do you
there
go
and
well?
no, but I'm gonna start.
You better, you fucker. I want to see a video of that.
Well the house was abandoned, so there was no electricity, so I was just like navigating by flashlight. And I see something like scurrying across the wall, so I'd like, shine the flashlight on it, and it was, do you know what a cave cricket is?
Yep.
Hmm.
It was the size of the palm of my hand.
Yep.
I called my
Terrifying.
boss and I was just
Ugh.
like, yeah, this is gonna take a bit. I'm leaving for like 2 hours.
We were camping
Yes.
one day and we woke up and the one guy we were like it was a bunch of teenagers obviously in a tent, so there was like 6 of us, and the one guy had one of those on him, and we all like a bunch of us freaked out. I didn't. I was like, well, I want to know what that was now. So then we went and identified it as a crave crate. Yeah, those things can be like the size of a beer can. Those things are ridiculous.
Do you watch NASCAR at all, Scott? Seem like a NASCAR guy.
Not really.
Okay. I only bring that up because breaking, well, I wouldn't say breaking news. I think it happened a little bit ago, but I just noticed it. Kyle Busch passed away. He's like our age. Well, he's Joey. He's 41-year-old NASCAR driver, like very famous, very popular. Just I don't know. That's wild. Not
Wow.
not a whole lot of information on that, but R.I.P.
Breaking news on
Yeah.
Unpaid and Underrated next week.
Yes. Well, I figured we were talking about country music earlier, NASCAR, it's all adjacent.
I don't think he was on the side of country music. Okay, do you want to get into some games, some gam?
Yeah, what do we got? Embarrassing facts. Okay, fuck, Mary kill. You're familiar.
I am.
All right, so anyone new to the game, haven't listened to Massonomics, haven't listened to, well, no, they probably stole it, I don't know. But fuck, Mary kill. Gonna give Big Scott here 3 topics, 3 individual things. He's got to rank them between which one he wants to fuck, which one he wants to marry, which one he wants to kill. So essentially ranking them 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go strongman carry events, and if you're not familiar with any of them, I got an alternative, or if one doesn't seem as fun. So FMK strongman carry events. So keg carry, sandbag carry, Husafelt carry. But I got a 4th one if any of those want to get substituted.
I am gonna marry the Husafel carry
Nice.
because it's one of my stronger events. It was actually in the competition that I just did. My weight was 300 pounds. I took it for 180 feet.
It's a pretty impressive.
Uh,
Yeah, it
that's
is.
more than I've picked up.
I could have probably gone for 200, but it was the first event, and I didn't want to just,
Yeah, and you only
didn't
needed
want to gas myself
you only
out.
needed 1 foot to win. So there's
Yeah,
there's always that. There's always that of like,
Yeah.
RP 7 and just coast, but still wanting to perform.
Oh. It was
Sandbag. and keg.
Husafel. Sandbag. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
sandbag
gonna
and keg,
fuck
but
sandbag because I do enjoy a good sandbag. Um, but it's not like my favorite. It's not something that I'd want to do all the time. And I'm gonna kill the keg carry because that's just gonna. I mean, you do that too much. I mean, it's a hard movement, on your biceps especially. Um, Fortunately, I haven't been injured while lifting yet, but keg carry was the one thing that almost did it to me for sure.
right.
Where does natural stone carry come in? How much of that have you done?
I haven't done a lot of carries with natural stones, but I do a lot of loading and to shoulder,
Yep.
and I do love a good natural stone.
Have you done Denny walks yet?
Yeah, one of my buddies got the Cerberus Dini handles,
Yep.
and before, have you seen the video from, I don't know, a while ago where the guy was doing the Denny walk and he was like spinning in circles while he was walking to kind of get the.
Yep.
So we all tried that like up to like close to 300 pounds a hand.
Oh my
Damn.
Um,
gosh.
That's a lot.
before they like outlawed it in almost all competitions. And that was really stupid. It was really fun, but it was really stupid. I
Yep.
definitely felt like one wrong move and I was going to blow my knee out.
Yeah, yeah. I brought it up because Denny walks can fucking die forever. Like they're fun, but like they are not pleasant at all.
Now, a
You're,
Denny like pick and hold, I
Yep.
like that. That's
All day,
fun.
every day.
you did that once. Did you ever carry a death cross or some
No,
variation of those?
no,
Those are
that's
the gym here has one. I think there's like I think different people might call them different things, but it's just the one we did essentially a vertical cylinder narrower than a keg with like like arms basically like coming out the
mhm.
side.
Oh, the Inukshuk I have is kind of like
Kind
that.
of,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah,
Not
but
obviously not as heavy or as
and I think
big.
Titan even has one that's just more like just like a V thing or something. But I know at least here there was a local welder that made a handful, so a couple of the directors in Greater New York have them. So they're all spread out in this massive state apparently. Fucker.
Massive state.
Yeah, yep, yep.
Okay.
Good
Mount
question.
Rushmore. I'm not going to pick any of the ones that are in here. I'm going to pick something completely different.
Top 4 bugs.
Yeah, top four bugs. Your Mount Rushmore of bugs you hate. No.
Sure.
Mount Rushmore of white girl songs to dance to in between sets.
Fuck yeah. Um, so songs or artists? I want to clarify that.
I want songs and the artist that sings them.
Okay. Um, First one is going to be, shoot, I'm blanking on the name. Why am I blanking on the name? It's a Kesha song.
Your
Um,
love is my drug.
Not that one. It's the one that starts with "Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy." I mean, I
Ew.
think I think that she has since changed those lyrics in
TikTok?
light
Is
of
it
recent
TikTok?
events.
I think that's
TikTok,
TikTok.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So
She
yeah,
has she did change the lyrics actually.
first one, TikTok by Kesha.
Yeah, Kesha's goat and love Kesha. She got a new album, not new album, new video released this morning or yesterday.
Uh, Second one will be "Applause" by Lady Gaga.
Ooh, deep cut.
Uh, do love me some Lady Gaga. Even her new stuff, good to
I there
good to
the
listen
the
to.
Dead Dance is on my playlist consistently. So is Abracadabra. It's also my little girl's favorite stuff. Yep, I'm with you on that one.
Um, Firework by Katy Perry. That's just a classic.
Can't confirm. Yep.
And although this last one isn't a white girl, it fits the genre of recession pop that is colloquially called white girl music.
Interestingly,
Uh,
when I say white girl music, I didn't mean by
I don't think
artists. So I think you and I align
I
with that
don't
one. That's interesting. Yeah, because like there's songs that clearly are like, what do white girls dance to in the club? That's fun. Okay.
um, Disturbia by Rihanna.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great list. Um, there is a guy DJ that was at the last powerlifting meet I was at, and his third deadlift song was Call Me Maybe. And if you ever see videos of DJ, he comes out, he slides towards his deadlift, and then he claps his hands and throws the chalk in the air to Call Me Maybe. And it's so fucking amazing. Like just to see somebody having that much fun at a powerlifting meet. I was like, I walked
See,
up to, I was like, me and you are going to be friends. He's not crew yet, but I get the feeling he would fit in very, very well.
I love people like that, like
Yeah.
that lifting's supposed to be fun, and if I might ruffle some feathers with this, but like in my opinion at least, if you've got to have like someone screaming in your ear to lift, then that's no longer fun, Like
Yeah.
I don't like to be yelled at. I want to listen to some jovial, whimsical music while I'm enjoying my hobby.
Yeah.
So strawberry wine.
No. No, that's just you, dude. It's a song about a girl getting completely
Yeah.
hammered and railed in a field, and you're like,
that's been
lifting
popping up a lot.
music. All right. I think you passed Mount Rushmore, my friend. Unpaid and underrated or affiliates?
Oh, affiliates. That's my time, man. Sorry, Chris Mark was bugging me. He was showing me the events for Saturday Strongman, but I'm still on the fence on because I really want to go to the Boston thing, but 6 hour drive on a P.
I think you'll enjoy the Boston thing more.
But I got a day to figure it out. Yes, affiliates. Big Keith here. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but I'm just reading what's on the fucking page. It's been a rough night, guys. It's been a long one. Barbell Rescue. Big Kim is over there. If you got a dirty shaft, he's the man to see. He can clean that thing right up.
Hell.
I mean, it's the same kind of advertising he does. Home Gym
Oh,
Con.
that's good stuff.
If you haven't heard yet, Gym Radar is going to be at Home Gym Con. Still not sure who they are. It's kind of one of those. It's going to be a surprise release of who's running Gym Radar. So come to Home Gym Con. Come use code unpaid for your tickets. Hopefully, I mean, there should be. I'm optimistic there's going to be as many or more people at Home Gym Con this year as there was at the Eagle. So tune in to code unpaid at Home Gym Con. Save you a little bit of money on the ticket, and then Big Grant, he needs money for those all his kids and all his 50-meter sprints or calories, whatever the hell he's doing over there. Go save on some apparel from the Strength Co. Code unpaid. All those locations save you a little bit of money. And then yes, the game that Big Tanner came up with, allegedly unpaid or underrated. Big Scott, are you familiar?
I am.
Will you describe this one for me? So, because I don't have to butcher it.
Yeah, so I'll be given a topic and I will have to decide if it is good, which would be underrated, or bad, which would be unpaid, because nobody wants to be unpaid.
Unpaid or underrated? The band Nirvana.
Unpaid. I recognize the impact that they had on music. I love grunge music, and I love the like 2000s new metal and alternative rock and stuff like that. And that wouldn't have been such a big thing if it wasn't for Nirvana. But frankly, I think Kurt Cobain is a really bad frontman. I think he was a fantastic songwriter, but I just don't think that he was a good guitarist or singer.
I don't think you'll have I think you might have some people that argue, but not as many as you
Yeah,
think.
that's a controversial opinion.
I don't know.
I'm very well aware of it.
I don't love Nirvana, so you didn't say anything that upset my feelings. Unpaid or underrated? The game Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Wet rocks, paper, scissors. Sorry. If Wet Rocks isn't the title of this episode, I think we messed up.
And I'm only asking that because I was under as a I think it was an FMK topic, rock, paper, scissors, what that means. So let's throw it under. So I'm assuming, is there a story with rock, paper, scissors? Does someone submit that for a reason, or it's just funny? Like I'm lost. You explain it to me.
So I'm gonna start by saying underrated. Me and my roommates in college, we would, bet like $1 on just stupid shit. Like I had a GameCube, and so we would bet, $1 on Mario Kart, and coin flips, and rock, paper, scissors was one of them. And we would spend many a night just drinking beer and playing rock, paper, scissors until like 3 a.m.
Love her.
Okay, so good answer. Do you go rock, paper, scissors, go, or do you go rock, paper, scissors, and you go on scissors?
You go on shoot.
Rock, paper.
Okay, well,
It's 3 shakes and
1,
shoot.
2, 3. You shoot on.
interesting. Okay, yeah. Just checking.
We definitely say shoot, not whatever.
Go, like shoot, hit.
You literally say the word
Kaboom.
rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Sure. Whatever the end of it was.
Shoot. Good answer. I agree. I love it. How much, like, but that could be like, you could be like $50 in the hole if you're drunk and you don't fucking just give up. Like you can play. I can
He's
play.
just cluing in now.
I can play so many fucking rounds of rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Like, I'd have to play penny games or just know that you're taking money from somebody that's like a substantial amount.
Now wait, are you calling it rock, paper, scissors or rock, paper, scissors, shoot? Like, what's the name of the game?
Rock, paper, scissors.
The name is rock, paper, scissors.
Okay,
Shoot
but you
is
go
the
rock, paper, scissors,
command
shoot
to
is the-
start it.
Okay, yep.
Exactly.
That's your initiative roll.
Yeah.
Instead of it's not rock, paper, scissors prolapse. It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, okay. I got one. Just real quick. My little girl is learning Ring Around the Rosie. How do you guys remember Ring Around the Rosie?
Ring around the rosy, ashes full of posy. Something.
I thought it was
something,
pocket full of
Yeah,
posy.
Pocket full of posies.
Which is a posy.
Ashes, we all fall down.
Okay,
Yeah, that sounds right.
that's what I know. Apparently, they removed all
Isn't-
of that.
Because it's
So now it's Ring Around the Rosie, Ring Around the Rosie, Husha, Husha, we all fall down. That's what
Well,
they're
I mean,
teaching kids.
the fuck is Husha?
Isn't the song about like
The plague.
kids dying from some disease?
Yeah,
I do remember
it
learning
is.
that. Like it wasn't an actual kids thing.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is
so
Husha?
anyway, she keeps
What-
singing it, and then I sing it my way, and she's like, "No, Daddy, you don't know this song." And I'm like, "Listen here, you little twerp, you don't know this song."
Oh, is the all fall down because they're fucking dead and like they're falling
Yes.
down dead. That's
Yeah.
we sang that shit.
yes,
Five-year-olds?
yes, we did.
But to my earlier, what the fuck is like?
Pockets full of posies.
No, you said the word Husha, like I'm supposed to know what that means.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know either. That's
okay.
what I'm saying.
I was just making sure it wasn't a Canadian thing or a general topic that Keith just.
No,
there's a lot of,
that's
there's
what
a,
they're-
There's a lot of common terms that I don't know, and I don't
we
think
we
Husha was
did
one of them.
ashes, ashes, we all fall down. They're doing Husha, Husha, which I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I might have to chat GPT to that one.
Yeah. I mean, my best guess would be that it's just like a nonsense like place filler.
Yeah. So that, we're not reminded of
As
thousands
opposed to
of kids
as
dying.
opposed to a grave filler.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crack myself up sometimes. All right. Unpaid or underrated. R.I.P. Norm Macdonald.
So underrated.
Yep.
He had this ability to just tell a joke without a punchline, and somehow it was still funny.
That's a good description, honestly.
Yeah.
What else?
He'd have you going for like half an hour.
So outside of like stand up and just like interviews and stuff, like what's your favorite like movie or a couple movies that you would just were most infatuated with?
With Norm Macdonald or just in
Yeah.
general?
Yeah.
So
his kid's character or him playing a character, or, I don't know, what's your best memories of him?
I really liked his Adult Swim, or the show that he was on with Adult Swim, Mike Tyson Mysteries. I mean, it was just so like nonsensical. And
He was the bird,
stupidly
right?
funny.
He was the
He was
pigeon.
the pigeon. Yep.
Yep.
But my favorite bit of his was when he got on the Larry King show, and he was talking about how he was a deeply closeted homosexual and just kept going with it. And Larry King just did not get it. And he was like,
Yeah.
"What do you mean?
Are you coming
closeted?
out to
You
us
just
right
told
now?"
me."
And he's like, "No,
No,
I'm
I'm
closeted."
closeted.
And he went on for the whole interview. I remember that. No, I'm closeted. Oh yeah, that was a good
Yeah,
one.
R.I.P. man.
Anything with him and Conan O'Brien? Because both of them are just pure silly.
You'll see those interviews a lot, just pop up as like reels and shit, and then
Yeah,
just like I get sucked in. I'm like, oh, this guy's funny storytelling.
he really is. Yeah. What did he? The Burt Reynolds on Saturday Night Live.
Oh my
Classics,
God,
pure
yeah, Celebrity
classics.
Jeopardy.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I'm wearing a hat. It's different from regular hats. It's hilarious. All right, moving on to me, or do you have
What did he
your
change
own?
his?
Oh, that was three.
No, go
I'm
ahead.
good.
Go ahead, Scott.
I was trying to remember what he changed his name to on the podium. What was it?
Turd Ferguson.
Turd Ferguson. Yeah.
Yep, yep. It's funny. It's not my name.
I'm good.
All right, unpaid or underrated roller coasters.
So unpaid.
Boo.
I
What are you not
hate
autistic
I
enough for roller coasters?
If we're in crew, we're all definitely got a. It's like a prerequisite.
so I've never I went on a roller coaster when I was a kid and I hated it. I like got like whiplash and it kind of scarred me.
Yeah.
But recently my wife got tickets to King's Dominion down in Virginia. And it was
Okay.
kind of like towards the end of the season, so they had most of the rides shut down. Um, they had probably six roller coasters that were still open, and so I begrudgingly got on all of them with her. And the first one that she had me get on was called the Dominator,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the kind where you like your feet dangle and you just like
No.
pull the thing down over you. And so this thing was going, flinging me around all over. I don't believe that man was meant to be upside down. That's a perversion of nature. And I we get to like the end of the ride, and there's like the picture that they take of you, and I look like I look like I aged about 50 years. Like my face is ghostly white. You can see like my knuckles are so white. Like I look like I'm genuinely fearing for my life because I was. I thought I was going to die.
No, that's funny.
Now there was
I love roller coasters, like, and it's just a part of me. We have one here in Canada that's called the Yukon Strike, and it has the largest free fall drop in North America because it goes up and then it goes down into the ground, and it's terrifying. And like I rode it from the very front and from the back just because I had to be sure which side was scarier.
Yeah, I did.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a big roller coaster guy, but I understand it, right?
I haven't
so
been
there
on a
was
roller
one that I
coaster
did
in
actually really like. It was
decades.
called like the Panther or something.
Mhm.
But it was similar to that where it was like its claim to fame was that it like a 200-foot drop or something like that, like max speed of like 90 plus miles an hour. Um that one was fun because it didn't go upside down. It just went up and down really, really
Mm,
fast.
yeah.
And like once you start hitting the banks and stuff, you start to experience G-force and your vision closes in a little bit on you. And I don't know. I liked that one. I don't know why. Maybe it was because I almost went to sleep for it. It was fun.
Yeah, Morgan has a thing too where she doesn't like going twisty. She either doesn't like upside down or she doesn't like twisty, but she likes everything else.
I
And
will try and find the picture of me looking like an
yeah,
80-year-old
yeah.
man on this roller coaster and put it in the Discord for you guys because it's pretty good.
Okay. Unpaid and underrated. Prepare to get in trouble. Ghost energy drinks.
I gotta go unpaid. I think
Also,
they're too sweet.
boo.
I think they're too sweet. They leave I know that they're sugar free, so I know that there's not actually a film that is left on my teeth, but it feels like it. It's the same sensation that I get when you drink like a full sugar Coke, where it
Mhm.
just feels like there's this like slimy film on your teeth. Now, I will say the new 7 Up flavor is top tier because it's not too sweet. It kind of falls halfway between like a Sprite and a ginger ale, in my opinion,
Okay.
as far as like sweetness, sugariness goes. And I love it, because it's like the perfect balance of sweet but not crazy.
I think I see what you're saying because I think that some of the like the red Sour Patch Kids or whatever those can be kind of sweet. But I do think no matter what energy drink I drink, nothing hits like a Ghost. It just has whatever it has in it that just is the perfect hit afterwards. But
I'm a white monster man through and through.
Yes, sir. Only good fucking energy drink ever made.
I have two more, if that's okay with you guys.
Just remember, you got to go to bed, and Scott's got questions.
Yep. Unpaid or underrated cucumbers and hummus.
Underrated.
Hell yeah, one of my favorite lunch things.
I used to say that I didn't like hummus. But that was before I tried it, and I'm very judgmental about people like that. And so one day I just kind of thought to myself that I'm being a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried it, and it's delicious. And I like saw the like slimy texture of it, and I was like, ugh, I don't want to try that. I don't like that. And then I was like, all right, just try it. Stop being a hypocrite. Don't stop doing the thing that you say that you hate. And I tried it, and it was awesome. I love it. It's one of we always have it in the fridge now, and it usually doesn't last more than a couple of days.
Yep. It's one of my favorite. That and celery, pretzels and hummus hits. It slaps hard.
The single serving helps if you want to take them to work. A
Yep.
little more
Yep.
expensive,
Yeah.
probably, but it also curbs you from just sitting there and eating a whole fucking. Oh, that was 600 calories.
Last one. I don't know where this is gonna land. Unpaid or underrated Mystery Science Theater 3000. I have to ask because I loved this show.
That's immensely underrated.
Yep.
I love that show. It was like I'd put it on in college when I just kind of like needed noise, and then I eventually started putting it on because I would like perk up every once in a while and listen to it in between, paragraphs of an essay or chapters of a textbook or whatever. And I
Or
was
rock,
like,
paper,
man, this is really funny.
It really is really funny. And even the remakes weren't that bad.
Yeah. So, do you remember, might have been about 10 years ago at this point, when they were doing the like live tour of it?
No, I wouldn't have gone to that, but
So I did go to that, and that was kind of cool. It was like it was in like a amphitheater kind of thing. It was real small scale, and it was a Q&A with Joel.
cool.
And so the the one question that I remember someone asking him was, if you could if you could riff any movie without having to worry about like the copyright or anything like that, what would it be? And without so much as hesitation, he said Happy.
That would be great. All right. Well, I think you passed unpaid and underrated. Thank you. Um, I think that means it's your turn for us.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, this is where we're going to start the 4-hour episode of D&D, guys. So,
Yeah.
this is just
Yeah, everyone
buckle up.
buckle
Get
up. It's
locked
just
in.
getting
This
started.
is we're hour 2. We have the pre-show out of the way, and now we're about to start the
So this first one's to both of you. Um, Now I know that you guys have said that you don't like regularly listen to your own podcast, but Keith, I do remember you saying that you used to in the beginning.
Mhm.
How long did it take you to get used to hearing your own voice as a
Oh God.
recording?
I don't know if I still don't think I'm used to it. I guess I'm numb to it now, maybe. I don't know. It is a very weird thing because it's the whole it's the more of the it's not that I'm self-conscious necessarily. It's that's not obviously no one hears the real tone of their voice in their head. And I think like if you go a while without hearing your voice and then you do hear it, like it almost shocks you every time. So I think it was more just getting over that's not my voice, that's not how I sound thing. So, but I don't know. I don't know if I've almost trained myself to know what my voice sounds now and kind of separate the two. There were several months listening, kind of like cringing at the things I would say and having to like, be like. But I think I really listened at the beginning more of as a teaching tool to I wanted to improve. But I don't know that I'm still. I think everyone's still a little self conscious about their voice and their likeness being out there. So I don't know if I have a perfect answer. If there's like a set date of it gets easier with time, I suppose.
I don't like I've done public speaking, I've been on the radio, I've taught classes, I've done stuff like that before. But like listening to the recording back has always been weird. I still don't think I'm used to my own voice. But also it's like my voice. It's in my headphones right now. So like
Point.
yeah, I think I got used to it a lot faster than I thought I would. And you know, the encouragement from Morgan, you have a good voice for podcasting, go use it. You know, like things like that that like really help build it. I would say it maybe took 10 to 15 episodes, but then it got to the point where I was like, I don't need to listen to this anymore. It's me. I don't like I was there. So once you kind of do that thing like he said where you learn from your okay, was I going too fast? Was I going too slow? Did I interrupt? Was I doing this? Was I doing that? Once you get over that, you're kind of like, yeah, I don't need to listen to that anymore. We got this.
One thing you mentioned that I think maybe has helped is I guess I never thought about it. I am actively hearing my voice as I do this.
Mm-hmm.
Where like before when you just see a video of yourself and you're talking, you're like, that's not how I
Yeah.
think the whole like my wife, anytime she hears her voice on something, she like flips out or she hears her voice in a video. She's like, that's not how I sound. And I'm like, maybe until you listen to yourself in your own headphones for fucking
Yep.
years, like I don't know because I don't like Scott. Do you when you listen back to your episode, did your voice sound different from what you think your voice sounds like?
Yeah, actually, that's exactly why I
Okay,
asked it. The
yes, because I don't.
first, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes of listening, I was just cringing the whole time. I was like, oh my God, is that what I sound like? Because like
Yeah,
your voice that you hear in your head, at least in my experience, is very different from the voice that I heard in the recording. And I don't know if that's just from recording itself or if that's like actually like a physiological thing.
It might be like some uncanny valley stuff where like you're just you can hear your own voice when you talk. Like your vocal cords and your sinuses and your ears are all connected. Like you can. But then when you hear it played back to you, it's so unnatural, right? Like you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's even worse, honestly. The first time I saw myself in a Massonomics video, like that's almost worse than hearing it through your car stereo or through your headphones. Because now you're looking at yourself, hearing yourself, and like that's a different level of it because again, it's unnatural. So
I'm glad we don't do video.
yeah, I sometimes think we should, but I can hear what you're saying there. Like it would
Uh,
be very weird. And also I'm ugly as shit, so I don't want to.
We can. I mean, if we ever did video, we wouldn't edit it though. It'd literally just be the start and finish of the podcast, and that's it. No. What you got for us, Scott? That was a good question. I like that.
Very good. Yep.
I'm glad that you acknowledged that. You know, I also thought you had a weird voice. If that helps.
Gee, thanks.
I'm kidding.
Now I'm gonna be self-conscious about this episode
Oh
too.
Yeah. Don't
gosh.
air it. We're gonna get the message. I don't want that aired.
Are we even recording? Yeah, we're. No, I'm just teasing, Scott. You're a good guy. What you got for us, buddy? Anything else? I know you got a whole
Yeah.
list you're going through. We got plenty of time.
So this one was more geared towards Keith.
Oh, but I'm scared.
Um,
He's gonna get me.
you
Oh, good
know,
timing.
there's been a lot of talk about the basics of what you need of what you should have for a home gym.
Yep.
I'd say like what since your home gym is very well established, you've got quite a few pieces of equipment down there. What's the one piece of equipment that's just beyond the basics that you would recommend to somebody?
Hmm. So I mean, the basics. Let me establish the basics. So something to squat out of, something to deadlift on, and then the ability to a bench. So basically, some type of rack, some type of bench, some type of barbell, some type of plates, and a couple stall mats or a deadlift platform of some sort, like some ability to squat, bench, and deadlift. You could literally get that for like $800 and train at home. The next thing, I mean, I could even go beyond the basics. So I always tell people to get that, and then get some type of cable machine that allows you to do pull downs and low rows of some sort. So that would all, I guess, that could be the easy answer. After that, it's the leg extension, leg curl of some sort, and then specialty bars, SSB, Duffalo bar, neutral grip bar, and that's just, I guess, more for general training / powerlifting. as a strongman competitor now, it's like that's a whole different thing because what is the basics? Because if you want to do strongman, what's the basics of strongman? You don't need a fucking rack to do strongman because you can clean everything from the floor that you would have to lift overhead, and you don't bench if you don't want to. So the basics of strongman, like that is a good question. Like, what are the basics of strongman? But I think to answer your question
I feel
specifically,
like the basics of strongman would probably just be like at a minimum like an axle bar and a sandbag.
yeah, because you don't. I mean, a log would be great, but you can train on a log a few times and kind of. I mean, yeah, I think yeah, some. I don't know, man. That's. I think I answered the basic question as far as just the entry level home gym. If you're not really sports specific, I suppose. But
Hmm.
once you get sports specific, most people are going to already have the basic stuff before they get sports specific. There's not a whole lot of unless like you built something during COVID and you're just like, oh, here's my sandbag and that's like all I have kind of thing. But if you're building a home gym, you probably do barbell training because if you wouldn't be able to really build a home gym if you didn't. I mean, there are granted. Rephrase it. There's people that have $10,000 gyms, $100,000 gyms that don't have barbells, but general people that we associate with like to do barbell training. So you need all that, but I don't know. I don't know if there's that extra missing piece, but I really think as far as the two machines, lat pull down, leg extension, slash curl of some sort, and then dive into specialty bars. I think that's going to be your bread and butter. I don't know that I don't have a magic wand that would have a better answer than that. I think that's what I've my answers haven't changed for the last decade. That's what I've been telling people probably too, because that's kind of how I built mine, and that's what I would do again if I was to to go down the same path.
Yeah, I like that. I think that that's a good answer. Just, some accessory type stuff. Joey, this kind of already got asked to me, but I wrote it down and I like it, so I'm gonna ask it to you as well.
Okay.
FMK, sandbag, stones, and kegs.
Kill kegs right off the bat. Um, they're fun, but they're unpleasant. Obviously, I'm gonna marry stones all day, every day. There's nothing better than seeing a rock and just going, "Where's the handles? How can I get under that?" And then sandbag, I guess, would be fuck. Because they help you train for stones. Fuck
Yeah, I
every
think
sand.
when
I'll fuck every sandbag I meet to help me please my stones.
That sounds so dirty.
You're right, it did.
yeah,
You think I say dirty shit? That was
when I was asked that, that was my like almost exact answer as well.
I do like the idea of a Husful. Never done one myself, but I mean that's why I have the Inukshuk bag, because it is kind of odd shaped with you got to get the hug in more than you can get other things hugged. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, I do love a Husafell stone. It's like a much more awkward Zercher squat.
yep, yep.
do you have the Titan
Ah.
loadable at home, or you actually have like a couple rocks that are V shaped?
So my buddy's got my buddy that runs the Strongman Saturdays got two of the Titan loadable ones.
Nice. I got one of those on my radar. Just haven't pulled the trigger yet. $300 is not cheap.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one big barrier to entry of strongman is that all the ones you start getting knee deep in the equipment, it gets heavy or it gets expensive.
I
I,
agree.
I mean, Scant sent me a thing that like how to do strongman with a barbell. Like it exists, right? That's his thing too, right? Just stay strong and be ready, and you can pull it off. I mean, obviously there's things that like are harder. Like if you've never picked up a log and suddenly you walk into a show and you got to pick up a log, it's harder. But like I think he did it. He did his first show without ever touching one. So it can be done. It just is difficult.
All right. Do we got time for a little game? I got a
Sure.
little game that
I can
I
go all
would like
night,
to.
so it's whatever Joey can do.
I
My
just
4 day
I know.
weekend has started. I am chilling.
Well, I just we gave Morgan some of his shows, so
Yeah,
I
I didn't
wanted
want
to
to.
make sure
Yeah,
we had some time for that. Yeah.
we were 45, I think, before we got into the interview, so it's fair.
All right, so this game is called Overrated or Underrated.
Never heard
It's
of it.
totally original. It's
I'm not
totally
playing that.
original.
I'm not answering it like that.
Um,
Fuck
it's
you.
not
I
it's
can't play that
not
game.
like a rip off. It's not like a rip off of any games that we would have played here already. This is a totally original game with totally original rules, I promise.
Okay.
So
Since
I
you said
have
all that, we can go
I think Paul or Dwyer
I
played this, so I think I can pull it off.
ahead.
not like this he didn't.
Oh
Oh, here we
shit!
go.
What'd you
So I
do?
have in front of me Glaze Search. I'm going to randomize the movie. I'm going to read the movie and the IMDb rating, and starting with Joey and then Keith, because Keith kind of has the unfair advantage here. I would like you to decide if Keith overrated the movie, meaning rating it higher than the IMDb rating, or underrated it, meaning rated it lower than the IMDb rating.
I know you're gonna do random, but I do suggest hitting it a few times if it's not because I've watched thousands of obscure
Yeah.
movies.
And
I've watched
also,
like so
like,
much, and it's TV shows mixed in too. So
I think I like Keith rates things pretty on par with IMDb, so this might be hard for me.
but there's so many things on there. So I
Yeah,
gotta pick.
it's
I
gonna come down to whether I think Keith is wrong again, Keith, or not.
because the game is it did I rate it higher or lower than IMDb basically?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, Scott's already clicked it 30 times, and he just keeps getting obscure movies that no one's heard of.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing as I'm going through it. That's actually exactly what I was doing. So the first one is the 2009 movie Law Abiding Citizen. The IMDb rating was 7.4. Did Keith overrate it or underrate it?
That was the one where
So did Keith give it higher or lower? Like underrated is
Yes.
he low? He gave it lower than IMDb.
Yes.
isn't that the one where what's his name went and killed everyone that killed his family?
Isn't that every movie
Gerard
ever?
Butler. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler and
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx.
Ooh, did I go
Oh,
below?
Keith underrated that for sure. That movie was shit.
So it's over. Did I overrate it? So I can't. You're gonna break my
Yeah,
head. Going
it's okay. Just I
higher or
say
lower
Keith
than a
underrated
7.4?
it. He went under IMDb.
Yes, I went under. I for sure. I guarantee I rated it a 6 or a 7, not an 8. Because that'll be the easy part of the game. Because IMDb is going to always average out to a 0.4 or 0.5 or something. So I know I did not rate it an 8. So 100% did not rate it an 8. I will guess that it
Yeah,
was
no,
6.
it's you rated it a 6. Yeah.
It's fair.
All right, maybe I should get some more obscure ones then.
You do whatever you. I just didn't want to. Like I've watched. I've literally. I think I spent like hours and hours and hours during my COVID layoff, like going through like top 500 movies of every single year and be like, oh, I've seen that. Oop, I've seen that. Oop, I've seen that. So I've rated shit back that I've like watched when I was like 8.
Oh,
Which apparently, if you're on Jim Radar, you're not allowed to do that. Let's mock Keith for all his obscure fucking Jim Radar things of stuff he's only used a handful of times, even though we do the same fucking thing. But let's mock Keith. Fuck you guys.
okay. I don't know if that lended credibility to your Glaze rating or not, but let's move on.
Oh.
I watched it 20 years ago and it was shit.
I still know in my heart if I wanted to call it a 4, 5, 6, or 7.
The 2016 movie The Accountant with Ben Affleck. IMDb rating puts it at a 7.3.
Oh, he underrated that for sure. That movie was also shit.
Oh man,
You didn't like The Accountant?
Nope.
I loved The Accountant, man.
Damn, I might have gave that an 8. There's a like a 25% chance I gave it. I'd almost positive I gave it a 7, but I might have given it an 8. And just because we're keeping score and I got to beat Joey or lose dramatically, I'm gonna go that I did rate it higher than IMDb.
Keith rated it an 8.
Boom! I'm fucking
Oof.
awesome at this game. The Accountant 2, not an 8. I would almost 100% think I rated Accountant 2 a 6. Not a good. This is actually really fun.
Good one.
It's fun.
All right, next one for you is the 2018 movie Deadpool 2. IMDb rating is 7.6.
Keith hates great things. He underrated that.
No, I 100% gave Deadpool an 8. Deadpool 2 an 8. Oh, fuck, no, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Which one was Deadpool 2,
This
though?
is 2.
I don't remember who the villain was.
Cable. Cable and
that's
Juggernaut.
the old guy
Oh,
from
yeah.
fucking Goonies,
Yep.
right? I probably gave that a 7. I'm gonna say I gave that a 7. I might have given it an 8 though. Fuck, that's tough. I'll go opposite of Joey. So, wait, no, he said, well, no, whatever.
You underrated it. You gave it under
Yeah, I gave it an 8 then. Fuck it, I'll say I gave it an 8. I think I gave it a 7 though, but I'll vote lock in. I gave it an 8, but I think I gave it a 7.
Keith hates sequels.
Heath rated it an 8.
Oh, good.
Oh,
I did like it more than I thought. It's been a minute since that's Deadpool 2 was 10 fucking years ago.
Mhm.
God damn, we are old. I feel like that was like 3 years ago. What the fuck? I like movies. I watch a lot of fucking movies. Mortal Kombat 2.
All right.
Not as good as some of my buddies were telling me it was.
I do want to see it.
Really? Yeah, I want to see that one too. All right, this will be the last one.
All right.
The 1993 movie Indecent Proposal. IMDb rating has it at a 6. 6 even.
I didn't even. Was that Robert? No.
Sharon
Was that-
Stone.
Yeah. Oof.
I'm gonna say. Can I ride the line?
What was the exact rating on IMDb?
6.
No, but like
It was 6
exact-
even, yeah.
6 even. He said that.
Okay, well that might be a push then. So what do we do if it's a push?
I will say Keith gave it a 6.
I'm gonna say I gave it a 5.
Final answers, locking it in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keith gave it a 5.
I know my ratings, man. It's not like I sit there and study it. I just like it's way my fucking like my I don't know, my fucking tism is that I can remember within a point of every movie I've ever rated. And usually more than within a point. That was actually really fun. That was good stuff. I enjoyed that immensely.
And nice incorporation of Nate.
Yes. Glaze search. I got to get him the new updated list. That is the worst thing about that though is like IMDb broke, so Nate can't scrape the website anymore. So I have to literally fucking like email him a goddamn document like once every few months.
That was really fun. Good work.
I really like that he's keeping that going. Like it's really just like a labor of love. Like,
well, I mean,
And
like,
no, it
he's just
really
he's
is.
just doing it for the memes at this
It
point. Like,
seriously is.
well, I mean, if I didn't, yeah, it's a collaborative effort now because like before I didn't have to do anything and it was just a joke. Now I actually have to go like download some. I have to do it from my computer. Or no, it's not. I either have to do it. I can't do it from the app. I have to do it from a browser, either on my phone or on a computer. So it actually takes a little bit of. Everyone makes fun of me for not being busy. Like it's an time investment for me to get that goddamn data. It's not an instantaneous download. It's something it takes minutes to download, and I got to remember to go back and get the document. But yeah, appreciate you, Nate. What started as a complete fuck you, Keith, has turned into a funny bit. That was
All right.
a really fun game, Scott. Well done.
Yeah, good work.
thanks. Glad you guys enjoyed it.
Did.
All right. Want to bring it on home there, Keith?
Yeah, Big Scots, where are they going to find you on the gram and the Discord?
On the Discord, I am Big Scott. On Instagram, I am Scott's Lifting Page.
And the Gym Radar, one more time for the fans.
The Doghouse.
And they can go follow you on there. And in the future, they might be able to even do more than follow you.
That was ominous.
Big Joey, where are you at?
I'm at Joey _ Malesko, MLEUCZKO. On Gym Radar, I am the DILF Dungeon. And that's actually it. Oh, and Discord, I'm Big Joey. If you don't know by now, like that'd be fucking shocking.
Dude, there are so many people that don't know that. Like the guy that keeps commenting
like
on
no,
every
imagine you're listening to this and
You're listening
don't
to
know
this,
who I
yeah.
am in Discord. Like that would be fucking shocking.
It's fair. But there's people that comment in our Discord that don't listen. And I'm like, why?
And then they admit they don't listen.
like, I
or then
didn't
they
ask-
try and correct me on shit.
I didn't ask
I'm not
you
even-
to comment in my Discord. I asked everybody that listens to
I'm
comment in
not
our
even going to
Discord.
get into that. We'll get in the post show. We'll get into that
Yeah,
shit.
I do have some post show stuff. The website, unpaidinternpodcast.com, the UNU channel on the Discord where 99% of it's really fun and goofy and having a good time. Then there's just a little bit of bullshit we got to work through. Instagram, unpaidunderratedpodcast.com. Nate had that really funny video today. They're I think he was inspired by a different video, but he's like sprinting full tilt, like
Hey,
50 yards.
hey!
And it's like, and there's a reason the 29-year-old was the one that sprinted that long, because the 41-year-olds probably weren't going to be doing that. So, it's always nice when the other guys, we all kind of collaborate to keep that Instagram afloat. But when I don't have to do it, I'm happy. Instagram, yeah, we did all that. I'm Keith Honeycutt 73 on Instagram. More importantly, go follow my Orange Jim, the No Wine Cellar, on Jim Radar and Instagram. I think that's everything. We'll see you next Tuesday. I do have to apologize, Scott. Like, I didn't forget that I met you at the Arnold. I think my Arnold experience was just so traumatic. Like, hindsight now, like, I literally remember talking to you and your wife, but I don't think I pieced that together during the D&D episode of like, oh, that's the guy I talked to at fucking the Arnold. So then it's just like, I'm here the whole time just feeling like an asshole. I was like, no, I literally had a conversation with this guy. I remember his face now, but at the time I was like, oh, I don't know who this guy is. So I don't feel like an asshole very often, but I did just now or throughout the episode. So sorry about that, Scott's.
I like that. The
No
Scots.
worries.
I like how
I
the
don't know.
Scots thing lived on. Like, I made sure of it every time I said it. Scots.
I definitely did search Chris earlier. I'm starting to get pissed off because and I had a whole dialogue, inner. Oh, Stephanie and I had a conversation about this too. When I sometimes I say inner dialogue, but do I mean monologue, or does both work? Because that's a whole another.
Well, it depends. Are the voices in your head talking back?
No, it's just me talking to
Then
myself.
that would be a monologue.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I am having an
A,
inner
a
monologue.
soliloquy, one
But
would
is
say.
it? Do you have to say inner, or is it just I'm having a monologue with myself? Inner monologue is the term.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
right. That sounds right.
Hong Kong.